Well, hello and welcome everybody to Roman of the Empire's channel. I am Shield Wall of Dragons. I will be your host tonight.
Roman.
Yeah, Roman is out doing Roman stuff, roaming around.
Roman holiday.
Yes. So it'll be us tonight. We got a free range lined up for you. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of topics and current events and things. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. And of course, I'm Shield Wall of Dragons, and let's welcome Jacob Ironside, who he's the meme master of the interwebs. And we're not even going to pretend that he does anything other than pure evil. Yep. You know, that's the problem. Somebody set this thing to evil.
What's up?
Anyway, welcome. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing not too bad. Not too bad.
All right.
Good. Had to get my air conditioning fixed again.
Oh,
in like a week.
You're not trying to be European about it? You're not like,
oh no, I'm getting that fixed. It's like 95. It's like 105.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm getting that fixed.
That's good. And they're not sold out of fans where you live?
No. They had to replace the motor.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. All right. Well, hopefully that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Joker Voice. How are you tonight, sir?
I am the Scourge of Gotham,
Yes.
the Nemesis of the Dark Knight.
Right.
Yes, it's nice and cool where I'm at in lovely Las Vegas. We topped out at last night at an overnight low of 87, which doesn't affect me. I work indoors in air conditioning at night.
When your highs during the day are 112, that's a big enough temperature difference to where it actually feels colder.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So that's good. And you have air conditioning, I assume, right? You're not.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm definitely not doing the Euro thing. And even though Roman is not here, we must do the obligatory, because a lot of my friends out here are dancers, and to get themselves reheated, they do a lot of this.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
With like ice packs and stuff.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Ice might be used somewhere.
All right. Next up, we have the shameless, exasperating Terminator. The dad that shouldn't be Matt. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay. Hopefully, we'll have some good news to report next week on the show, or depending on things going on here in the hospital. I am glad for JB's sake that Las Vegas is not in France, or he would be dying of heat stroke right now.
Yes.
So,
right. Well, all you would have to do is go to wherever the leadership is, because they have AC.
Yes.
True. That's true. Otherwise, just cruising along in this week of I don't know. Is it a good week for the media or a bad week?
What have you been watching anything new or whatever?
I'm finally watching the second season of Landman.
Okay.
That's been pretty good.
Nice.
I've been watching a show called Billions from a few years ago. That's been okay. I really got to find out I got to watch From. It's the fourth season of From. That's something I'm anticipating. And if for whatever reason Amazon Prime hates me, because every time I try to watch Project Hail Mary, the button to make it play won't work on my phone or my laptop.
Really? Wow, that sucks, because that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that's what
I've heard some good things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I saw it.
I haven't seen it.
I know the dude who wrote the book The Martian was based on.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. I really like it. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. I hope
Glad to hear it, man.
Going good for you. And now we got Sammy Threepeat. He's so many shows. He's an internet prostitute, basically. Or
yeah,
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
It's one or the other. Because he's got the. What is that? Is that a knit shirt? What are you wearing?
I didn't realize that I showed up to Roman's show for fucking Fashion Week, but it's a shirt with a bunch of holes.
It's
like an
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is it crocheted? Like what the fuck?
I don't know. I just
Well, it is nice.
clearance rack.
It looks crocheted or knit.
underneath it. You're
Oh.
not trying to be 1970s with chest hair.
Because out there.
You remember those mesh shirts from like the 70s?
Oh
They have,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the
No,
ring on
it,
the
it would be
zipper.
like that if it was like a tank
Yeah.
top.
Yeah. You had to wear the mesh shirt with parachute pants.
Yeah. Don't put it past me, man. It's been so fucking hot.
I know.
Balls have been sauteing all day.
Well, that's
I'm not
awesome.
even wearing
Whoa.
pants right now.
Yeah.
That was vivid.
That's all right. His face will be on a lady's body here soon. So
It's true.
it'll be fine. No, it's great to have
Thanks
you
for
on, man.
humbling me. Glad to come back.
Well, you got to do it sometimes. I don't know.
You know, you know why I always come back? It's the warm, nurturing atmosphere.
That's right.
And
At least
how
you're-
nice my face looks on a.
At least you got over your parvo, though. That's good.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. He looks overheated right now. Like he's suffering.
Yeah, look, he's starting to cough again. It's like flaring out.
Truth be told, I've been sick since the 4th. I haven't gone to work all week.
Oh, really?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Did you get a hold of that? What's it
The
going
new
around?
coof.
Yeah, well, it's like some kind of like diarrhea thing. You eat like cucumbers or something.
No, but my buddy from work
Oh, that's a food
has it.
parasite.
and
Yeah.
but no, it's just the little shit machines, like like my best friend and his and my sister. They bring like 5-year-olds around me, and
Oh,
they're
right. Yeah.
just rolling on the
Incubators.
floor.
Yeah.
Then the next day, I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling so good.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Agreed.
Or you're actually sitting on the toilet right now, and that's just a good
Oh no, I had already cut out that part. We don't have to.
Okay, cool.
That's in the director's cut.
The chair is
Great,
now.
Yeah,
complete.
definitely the director.
That would be the greatest chair ever. Like built-in phone, built-in remote control. Open up the armrest. You got an ice bin, little stuff for drinks or whatever, and then you don't.
There's got to be a streamer out there that's like that. Like somebody.
Oh yeah, his
on
name is
Asmongold level.
Asmongold.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
There's a
next up we
reason.
got Dempsey, the free range poet, and good to have you here, sir.
Thank
How
you.
have you been?
I've been
Your
all
beard is
right.
Super epic already.
I've been allegedly-
his music has led to one death.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Indeed. And
That we know of.
we're still not sure what happened to Irene, but rest in peace, my girl. I'm sure that
Yes.
may God have mercy on your soul, because we know that those drinks didn't. Damn. But
Right.
I will say thank you guys for having me on. Got a lot to say about tonight's stuff, and some things about tonight's topics. If we get to them, I actually don't have anything to say at all. I found out how amazingly ignorant I am in certain areas today.
which makes it even more fun.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's say hi to the chat real quick. So we got the captain, Giratina. He keeps getting promoted.
Hey.
I don't know how he's doing it. But he
No,
does-
he
but he's
did.
doing
I was
what he
just on a
does.
show last night talking about Captain America. It was a lot of fun.
Ah,
Yeah, that's awesome. Because he was a sergeant when I met him.
He was.
nice.
All right, let's see who else we got here. We got Miss Sparkles.
Sparkles.
Nice to see you.
Hey,
What's
Sparkles.
up?
Always the last one always the last one
Sorry.
in the text chain on X, just so you have something nice when you get to the bottom.
Guys,
that's
we need
right.
to like every time Sammy coughs to cure his Ebola.
Is Ebola, yeah. So it went from parvo to Ebola.
Hey, easy. Do not tell me to calm down with the scissors. You
And then
never
we
tell.
got Frank
Frank here.
Gakeley. Good to see you, sir. Always great to be here. And then I'm not seeing anybody else on X and Facebook, but maybe they'll pop in later. All right.
Wait, what's that
What?
sound?
Do I hear something?
What the fuck is that?
I do hear something, but I have to find the button.
Every time. What is
Doth my ears?
Heavenly shades of memes are falling. It's in time.
Yeah,
One of the
sometimes
greatest
using
giggles ever.
this dashboard is a little like trying to play Missile Command or something. All right, let's see what we got here. Add to stage.
Love it.
Oh,
Nice,
yeah,
dude.
it's
Yes.
Old man Conan.
Roman the Barbarian.
Yeah, Roman Conan. Actually, that's gonna lead into one of our stories tonight about a animated series from the Primal creator. Which, if they do it right, well, I mean, will obviously be awesome because it's Conan.
Well, if they don't do it like season 3 of Primal.
Yeah, well, hopefully, you never know these days how things can get screwed up.
It's true.
But Conan is a pretty. He's not just a straightforward character. He's not just like, oh, I'm a big muscle guy. There's a lot more to him. Yeah, he's very nuanced.
There's depth.
Exactly, but this is really good. Although, I think Jacob actually had to like tone down the muscles from real Roman.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Oh, I didn't mute myself. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
Oh,
I'm excited about that project, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Raining my
In the
head.
nostrils. Oh wow!
I have not seen that Dune 3 trailer. Has anybody seen that yet?
I have not yet.
Okay, I'll
Yeah, it's nice to see Quarter Black Garrett and something.
What? That's me. What are you talking about?
I know, but it was a joke.
Is your face that round?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Jacob Trace is too happy to be a Fremen.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is pretty cool though. And is that a?
The sand raccoons.
Thopter.
Yeah, it's got like double wings on it. or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Ornithopter.
Yeah, it's
Ornithopter,
more like
yeah.
it's like a Chinook version of it.
Chinook thopter.
Dragonfly.
Yeah.
It's like a dragonfly almost. It looks really cool. Visually, it looks
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
man, you did a good job.
Also, Sparkles, how do you think?
Yeah, I
got
don't
the
know why
ride
it made
home?
my face that fat. It's not that fat.
Well, you know, maybe
See,
you guys
yeah,
do
even
well with spice.
Miss Sparkles knows what's up. I was already clowning on his
Yeah,
shirt.
Fuck you guys. All right.
Actually, your shirt is perfect to wear to like a strip club or something. So all the chicks will be like, "Huh? What's
Yeah,
up with this
exactly.
guy?"
They'll be like, that
Yeah.
guy
It's
probably
just-
has money.
It's not a, but it would need to be a little more shiny. Then you are an obvious mark.
Yeah,
That's one of the bank's closed. Whore. Walk on.
I've done that before, Frank.
Yeah.
Where you like take a nap and then you're like, wait, is it Wednesday? And you're like, no, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got next year. There
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Wow. You know what?
Absolutely.
Wood.
Wood.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, I have something for this one.
Oh yeah.
I can say this looks better than the Helen of Troy I saw. In the
She likes
preview.
me for me.
Oh, man. 1956.
Oh God.
So if I say wood, is that masturbation?
Yes.
Is it-
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah. Like quasi, maybe.
Wow.
2004.
Oh, you're just going through the years you have.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like it, baby. Jacob. Jacob.
Oh
you-
no. Oh no. I know where this is going.
I thought that the 2004
Get ready.
Troy movie was okay, but I don't know. It was like something about the way the media was kind of hyping it up with Brad Pitt or whatever.
Yeah.
I just kind of put me off from it.
It was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was all right. Oh,
It
Yeah, I
was
enjoyed
watchable.
it. I mean,
was
I don't know
rewatchable.
if I'd buy it. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't
the sweetest
terrible. It
part
was just-
is like when Brad
all right.
Pitt like kills that guy like right out of
yeah,
the gate.
yeah,
Yeah.
right out of the gate. That
Yeah,
part was pretty good, but I don't know. Maybe there were just too many chicks that were all up in his jock or something that just put me off about the movie.
Yeah.
Well,
really
it was kind of just like
Because I watched
dude,
it and I
stop
was like,
shooting arrows at Brad Pitt. Stop it.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just like, but it was one of those things where it's like so overhyped. Everyone's like, oh, you got to see it, and then you see it, and you're like, it was all right, but
It's all right.
Yeah.
I don't get why it was so hyped up.
Yeah. Was that Eric Bana in that?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Eric
he
Bana
was
plays
good.
like-
I liked him in it.
Hector.
Yeah.
Hector.
Yeah, he was Hector.
The acting,
Yeah, no, he
was
was really
great.
good at that. And then Orlando Bloom, but it was Orlando Bloom that killed Brad Pitt, and I was just like,
Right.
stop firing arrows at Brad Pitt. He's so much cooler than you. Like
Yeah,
you have no
exactly.
business doing this.
That
Right.
really felt like an Ellen Page moment to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got next year.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What's up, fellow N-words?
Wait, this is still 2004?
Oh, what?
Oh, that's all right, though. It's all right, though. It's all right.
good.
That's high quality.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, I mean, is that movie even out yet?
No,
I think it came out
No.
today.
Or did it really?
It might have
Tomorrow, I think it
premiered
does.
somewhere
Yeah, tomorrow I
or
think it
whatever.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how it premiered in like all these different like hoity-toity cities, but like nowhere in Greece. Like,
whoa,
right.
Oh, what?
Wait, definitely.
Okay, so up front,
Wow.
I have never watched Gargoyles. I was way too
What?
old to- I was too
What?
old when it came out. I was too
You
old.
are never too
Did you-
old to
no.
watch.
No, I was
Did
busy.
you watch Batman the
David.
animated series?
No, because when all this came out, you either had to
You
watch it
should.
on TV or you had to get it on
92.
VHS. There was no.
1992.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I was doing in '92? I was working like 14-hour shifts deployed to Turkey and stuff. We had no internet.
This is
There was
along
no-
the same lines as Batman the animated
Yeah,
series.
so
You
I
should
just-
watch
This
Yeah.
was
Watch
a
them
great
both.
series.
I was just never around to see
it's
it.
definitely rivaling like the best looking cartoon of that era.
Yes.
Um,
Right.
Yeah.
I hear
but
it's good.
Also, I was in first grade.
I didn't know
Fuck you,
that.
Jack. Fuck you,
Just,
Jack.
just
But
let
I mean-
everyone know where the spectrum was.
Does
Shield
I was
this
Wall,
21.
toilet dude
I
really
was
turn into
21.
this hot chick?
Shield Wall was like, you know, having sex with
No,
a girl in the
that's the joke.
Philippines, and I was,
Oh, okay. Because I thought that
I
would
was
be,
in
oh, wait,
latchkey.
is that the T-Rans flag colors?
Yes.
It is. Look at the bottom caption.
Yes.
Oh, gargoyle.
Fly by night away from here.
I, my,
wow, that was pretty good,
slide, my
actually.
slide advantage.
Oh God! Stop it!
You know, the guy that made this show, Gargoyles, also did Gem. He also
Yes.
did.
Oh, you know what? That actually tracks.
That track.
right.
that-
He also
that-
did Kim Possible and Big Ten.
Okay.
Did he do
Ben
Magic
10.
Earring
Ben
Ken?
10.
Oh, I don't know.
Change
He did the Batman TV series from 2004 to 2007.
So yeah, I mean, it's not that I'm adverse to Gargoyles. I just never had the opportunity to watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, why are you being so goddamn obtuse about gargoyles, asshole? Like, what's your fucking deal?
What's
Oh,
up,
What
Ari?
do gargoyles do to you?
Argentum
Hey,
201.
Arjun.
That is the evil. That is Jacob Ironside
Yeah, no, that's
for his memes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
when he's
Yeah.
not putting tits
but
on
see,
Sammy,
'cause
he's
we're talking
diabolical.
about they're doing a remake or something.
Yeah, we're doing a
Yeah.
remake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they
then
are.
so
which I'm totally
do
down
it.
for because like the
Right.
story never got resolved. It's
Right.
like
Yeah, but
Pirates of like
It
Dark
might be
Water.
bad, though.
Yes,
Jacob
dude.
is saying that this
Yes.
is how it's going to get remade. So,
Yeah, oh, of course.
It
it
wouldn't
is.
surprise me at all.
No,
but I
right.
mean,
Oh,
it is the
dude,
same
oh.
guy, so I mean, I don't know.
Wasn't
Mhm.
Goliath what's his face?
Keith David.
Yes, Keith David.
Tartakovsky.
Yeah.
Mother.
they're like
three.
really made out of stone and stuff, right?
He's like, I'm a stone.
Kinda,
gargoyle.
yeah.
And they can fly.
and they
I'm
can
also
they can
Spawn.
become not that.
I
and
also
move
want
around.
you to join the Navy. I'm fucking Keith David.
Yeah,
My name is
they're
Keith Da-
it's
I'm the
actually a pretty
president
cool
of
show,
Rick and
man. It
Morty.
was one of the ones I grew up watching.
Jesus.
Wow. Whoa.
You've been busy this week, Jake.
Jacob, holy
I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read it like
Wow.
Keith David. Goliath, when the clan is asleep, but Lexington is wide awake. Wide awake. I'm Keith David. I'm not putting the fucking glasses on.
Wow. That's it. Okay, so there's a 95% chance this is how it's going to end up then.
That is wow.
Yeah, but you have no idea like the shitstorm that Jacob has unlocked. Like
It's
I'm
very-
positive there's like a deviant art dedicated only to
Oh,
this.
I'm sure
Oh,
there is
no.
some fanfic somewhere on.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Roman's Run.
Roman's Run.
Yes.
So we were supposed to do Logan's Run last week, then this week, and we're going to do it next week. So it's a pretty good movie from the 70s. Some people might have some ideas because it might look a little dated in some areas, just because it was made in the 70s. But I think the story's good. It's
really good.
yeah.
It's a really
It
good
is.
movie
Yeah, it is.
based on a really good book, but the book and the movie have almost nothing in common.
Right. Yeah. Like we'll get into it next week. But tune in then; it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's actually a well shot movie. And the cool thing is that they did a lot of the shooting in Texas at like malls and stuff. And at the end of the movie, there's like this water thing that has like a whirlpool with steps going in. And I was like, wow, that's a real place. I don't know if it's around anymore, but it was really cool.
Yeah,
I just feel bad for Roman because like that's like a really like shitty alarm clock where it's like Aries
You're right.
Yeah. But this is pretty cool.
Hell yeah, I like that. Freaking high quality, man. You're getting better at this, dude.
Yeah.
He's
All right,
been
I
a
think
master for years.
all of them there. All right, well, thanks, Jacob. That was a lot of fun.
That was wonderful.
All right,
Amazing.
so
Again, don't get me wrong. I like Gargoyles. It's a great series.
I
just
get
don't
right.
like
Y'all,
that they're making a
your
remake
comment,
of it.
your artistic comment on it, commentary is that they will do that to it because that's how they've done everything.
Is that
in the
any
last-
better?
Right. It's gonna get the He-Man treatment.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Oh,
Hopefully it doesn't.
All right.
Kevin
Because I
Smith.
really like that show, and I really want that to do well.
Oh.
Come on, man. Give us something, right? Give us something.
Just don't hand it over to Kevin Smith.
Right.
All right. So our first story of the night is the new Conan animated series from the Primal creator.
Oh yes. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Because Primal
Before
was
we even get
fucking
into this-
amazing. Primal's
Well,
amazing.
Season 3 was not.
It was a mess, but
It was a mess, but
it was
I
still
watched it.
really fucking fun to watch.
Yes, exactly. And
Right.
because the best-
And also it takes you feel like it took like a page out of like Conan and
right.
like some
Absolutely.
some of those like real pulp fiction
Yes,
like books where
Right.
where it was like where the art really did the talking.
And-
And
exactly because
Gendry's wonderful for that.
Right.
So
I mean, it's the
Because-
same guy who did the best Star Wars material that there is.
yeah, and
Right.
Samurai Jack, shit,
Samurai
Dexter's
Jack.
Laboratory.
Yeah.
because I was saying, as Sammy was saying, the best part about Primal is it tells a great story and there's no dialogue. at
No,
all.
there's
It's grunts and roars.
I think there's 2 words said in
Maybe,
3
yeah.
seasons.
Well,
Oh.
Conan obviously will have dialogue in it. Maybe not a
Oh,
lot.
well, that's the thing is, Conan should barely talk except to a purpose.
Right.
It's from the books. I read every Conan Ariach. I read.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're like a Conan.
Yeah.
And
And I do have a nitpick. Founding in the comics, you should be ashamed of yourself. You usually have good editorial. Crom is spelled with a C, not a K.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Oh
it is.
boy.
Oh yeah.
I
don't
read
know,
it
maybe-
too thoroughly.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah. Maybe they're.
Founding has typos.
Put him on
I've
the
noticed.
tree of woe.
Whoa. Exactly.
Crucify.
There must be punishment.
God, dude, you know what? I'm gonna fucking watch that movie as soon as
20
we're
years in
done.
the
So-
wheel of pain.
If anybody doesn't know, Conan was created by Robert E. Howard, who he died in 1936. He was
Also
30
did
years
Solomon
old.
Kane.
Right.
Wasn't he
Unfortunately,
friends
better.
with what's his face?
Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft. the
Yes,
guy that did
thank
Call of
you.
Cthulhu. Yeah, he had actually a letter writing circle that he was in.
yeah,
Yeah,
there was a
and
bunch of
it's
other-
like there's certain
Princess
things
of
in, like, the
Mars too is
Lovecraft
really good.
verse that are like canon with Conan.
Right.
Well, there's a.
They- yeah.
So
Matt,
what-
take it away.
the way it kind of worked with these writers, it was a group of them. Lovecraft and Howard are the most notable ones, but there were others where they liked the idea of creating a shared world and borrowing concepts. So technically, the Hyborian Age, which did not exist in reality, it's a completely fictional thing. People out there who want to like have their weird alternate history got crap. Technically, the Hyborian Age would occur in the past of Lovecraft's mythos. Okay. There are a few cross references to various beings that Lovecraft made up that Howard uses and so forth. So they cross seed a lot of stuff. Now that's not the important thing. The important thing is Robbie Howard is an underrated author. I've said this before. If you want to read his stuff, there's a series of books that they're paperbacks. I think on some videos I've shown them up, obviously, Graham, now I can't show them up, where they take everything he's ever written about particular characters. Like Conan is 3 books, Cull is 1 book, all what he wrote, letters he wrote, like partial incomplete stuff he wrote, and they're all in 1 book with animation, with like art and stuff like that.
He did do art.
Show you, but if you ever want to read the Howard stuff, those are the collections to get. They're still available. They're paper, big chunky paperbacks, good font, good reading. But Conan, he is the character he has the most he wrote about. He was the only character Howard created that he was somewhat commercially successful in his life. Granted, Howard died rather young for can we say it? Are we allowed to say it?
He ended himself because his mother died, went into a coma from tuberculosis, and he was very close with his mother. But so last year I visited his house in Texas where he was. He wasn't born there, but that's where he lived, and he did all his writing, and they had his room preserved and everything, and they had a gift shop, and you could buy like books and all kinds of stuff about him. Some German dude did his entire doctorate on his life, and had like 8-volume like magnum opus book about him. But anyway, he had there was a book of drawings that Howard did, and I bought it specifically because I looked at the drawings and I was like, those are exactly the same kind of drawings I did when I was in high school. You know what I mean? Like monsters and and knights and all kinds of stuff. And so it was really cool. But he had a big impact on my early childhood because I started reading him when I was like 9 or 10. The Conan comics and then the books and everything. And then, of course, his world was taken by other writers and continued on all the way up till today. So, and then, of course, you got like the Conan movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then you got the one in 2011.
Unfortunately, Conan is almost entirely in the public domain now. So, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, and other characters of his have gone entirely into the public domain. So you can obtain his, if you don't want to pay for it, I would recommend getting those collections because someone made real work to get every little thing about each character into those books, you know what I mean? But if you don't, you can obtain the stuff legally for free online, from various online free legal archives for that stuff. Solomon Kane is another character he created. Cormac,
great movie.
King Cole.
King Cole of Atlanta. It's King Cole of Atlantis. It's really what was the name of the kingdom? Sorry, guys, my mind. Medications have dulled the brain, as they say.
He's on drugs. It's awesome.
There's the guy. Yeah, I'm brain farting too. The guy he played Hercules. He did a movie. King Cole.
Yeah, he did. It was a very bad movie.
Sorbo.
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo. That's it.
It was comically good, but not a great movie. Yeah. And so people understand the character Red Sonja that Howard created is not the red-haired she-devil with a sword. That was created by Roy Thomas in the 1970s, and that character appeared in Marvel's Conan comics. Howard's character was basically a female pirate that appeared in 1 or 2 stories.
Right.
Who might appear in this TV show, but it's about.
Was she in Red Nails?
I don't know.
I think that's the book she appeared in.
Yeah.
And then there was a cartoon for Conan.
Conan the Adventurer. It's actually halfway decent.
I don't think I ever watched it. Would you recommend it?
I would remember it's written for children. You don't see people getting cut in half, but it is fairly decent in that regard. There were the 2 Conan movies, Barbarian Destroyer. There was the Red Sonja movie, which
is that Uwe Boll or something?
Well, no, the same people who did Conan did Red Sonja, but because it was the red-haired she-devil with a sword, it couldn't really be Conan, so they had Conan played by Arnold, but it was a different name.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
There was also a decent TV series at Arnold back, starring Ralph Muller as Conan. I want to say about 15 years ago. I think it ran syndication for 1 or 2 seasons.
hey, what's up, Ria? How's it going?
Yo.
So the working title of this animation is called Conan the Barbarian, Queen of the Black Coast. So
Right.
he was a pirate. He did a bunch of stuff. He was a thief, gladiator, all this, and then he winds up in the southern kingdoms because the world of Hyperborea is kind of like our world. So there's areas that are applicable to like India and Japan and China
Yeah.
and Africa, right? So he winds up off the coast of, they call it the Black Coast, so he's down there being a pirate, and he meets Bale. I guess that's how you say her name.
Yeah,
She's
Bailey.
a pirate, pirate queen, and she is one of his great loves. He's got like 3 of them throughout his whole life, and she is one of the more ones that are like right on his level. They have a lot of adventures together and things like that.
Oh, as far as if you not just the Howard Conan stuff, the best thing the best Conan written by an author that's not Howard was Robert Jordan, the guy who wrote The Wheel of Time.
Oh, right.
He wrote 7 awesome Conan novels. Then the comics, there's a lot of Conan comics.
I was gonna say, I hear there's a decent run on Conan going on right now.
Yeah, that's
I'm getting around to it.
Titan Comics book. That's been pretty good. The Dark Horse Conan comics run was probably the best overall. And then the Marvel Conan, Savage Sword Conan, and Conan the Barbarian and King Conan.
Just a
Hit
side
or
note,
miss
the
a lot of
Marvel Conan Omnibus, the first, what do you call it? The first edition of that is like one of the most sought after fucking like hardcover omnibus like you can find. Like if you find it, you probably can't find it for under $800.
There's
Really?
that one and the
Yeah, it's crazy.
you remember those Marvel masterpieces or whatever they were called with
Yes.
the one for Thor with
What, the Alex Ross stuff?
anyway, the point is those are some of those early Marvel things they put together. They didn't think they would sell, so they made so few of them, and you're
Yes.
like, "Where's gold?"
Well, it's like comic books in general. It was like Superman #1 isn't like it's not sought after because it's like hard to find it or hard to read. It's sought after because like it was on newspaper stands and like there weren't back issue sellers, there weren't comic book shops, so like when they didn't sell, they just threw it away. So it's a truly rare thing. So anybody who like goes in and was like, "Oh, it's got a holographic cover," and was like, "You're kidding yourself." No one gives a shit. It was like the reason that like the early Superman comics and early Batman comics are rare is because there was no aftermarket for it at the time.
Right.
It was like you either have it or you don't got it. It's just gone.
Yeah.
There's probably, I'm sure they'll unearth a going through a landfill one day and they'll be like, holy shit, there's like 20 issues of Action Comics #1.
You'll find like comic book collections that have been thrown away or whatever.
Oh
yeah. There's always something in somebody's attic somewhere in a basement.
Oh yeah. Well, one was just found in like nearly like mint condition.
Oh damn.
And I think that's going for like $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the big takeaway from this is that
Conan's awesome.
This has been in works for about 20 years, which is a no-brainer. They should have been out. They should have been cranking out Conan stuff like printing money, but that's for whatever reason it gets caught up. And
well, wait a minute, didn't Amazon cancel it because it wasn't going to be woke or something like that?
yeah, something like that.
That was right. That was that's the
Who
guy.
was
They had a show set to it was greenlit and everything. The guy who was supposed to do it is the showrunner and the head writer for House of the Dragon, and he backed out of it because Amazon wanted to go all the wokey woke on it.
Right. But yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mentioned this. I have to mention that 2011 Conan movie with Momoa, which was overall not good. That opening sequence of 10 to 15 minutes with Kid Conan is the best adaptation of Conan that's ever been done. That kid nailed Conan like harder than well, I'm going to say, but like he pulled Conan off to a degree that it had to be by accident, or he read a lot of Conan more than the director did. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just you don't need to watch the whole movie. Just watch the opening sequence with the kid, and you win.
Yeah.
And that's such a common thing these days. Like they're like telling the actors, don't read any Conan books, don't read any of the comics, don't watch any of the TV shows. It's like, what are you doing? How are they going to know what the hell they're doing?
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, on a good note, I will
breed of,
say
like,
the Conan soundtrack
authors.
is the best soundtrack that there has ever been. I'm going to go ahead and say the scoring to that movie is so
Wonderful.
good. We literally use
Barbarian, yeah.
Oh, it's
Barbarian.
awesome.
Yeah, Barbarian.
Yeah,
we use that every time we play D&D.
To Shield's point, there's like I won't even call them authors. There's this new breed of writers where like, yeah, I never even read the source material. I was like, dude, that's not a flex.
Right.
Like that just means you suck at your job.
Right.
And the person who let you do this is a bad judge of
Yeah.
character.
Like that's like you asking me for a sandwich where it was like, well, I can make a lettuce wrap. And it was like, okay, that's similar, but that's not what we were looking for.
Right.
Didn't we review?
I want bread, motherfucker.
Didn't we review a series where the writers were told don't read the source material?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And it probably The Last of Us and a bunch of other ones.
Right.
All right,
Somebody who glanced at the cover of the game and was like, let's make that. Yeah.
So anyway, this is coming out. It's in the works. Hopefully nothing screws it up, and then it's not a woke trash when it comes out. I don't think it'll be.
I hope you're right.
But then I thought Lord of the Rings was safe too, and look at that. So
Right.
although so it I don't know. It's such a again, this is like Blade or something. It should be simple. Kill
Agreed.
vampires. That's all you got to do. It's not hard. It's Conan. He's got to, fight monsters and evil sorcerers and get all the bitches. That's all he's got to do.
Do pirate stuff, right?
Yeah, pirate stuff. And then if you so Belit, right, is an old character. It's not like some new woke side shaved purple-haired chick that they came up with. Is an old character who was written good, is a badass, can hold her own. She's a pirate queen.
Right.
She's everything that the modern people want to push the feminist message without it actually being feminism.
Right.
She's a great character.
Right.
And so it's got everything built into it already. Just do the fucking story.
Right.
Don't add a bunch of nonsense and you'll be just fine. Matter of fact, if you just use all the same word and writing from the 30s, you'll be completely good.
Yeah.
All right, let's transition here to
By the way,
next story.
Frank Frazzetti, the artist.
Oh yeah,
That's
he did all
awesome
all the
Conan
great
stuff.
art for that. That really shaped my ideas of Conan too. All the stuff that he did. If you have never heard of Frank Frazetta or seen any of his work, you need to go and figure it out, because
his art are like part and parcel. Like I can't separate one from the other. Like when I think
Right.
Frank
There was,
Frazetta, I think Conan,
There was a group of fantasy writers.
or at least like a sword and shield like type of.
Yeah, Frazetta is the most famous. With Priscillios, the two brothers, I can't remember their names all the time. But these 4 or 5, 6 fantasy artists who did artwork for all the Conan novels and the comic book or the fantasy, if you live this stuff, you kind of recognize all of them,
right. And yeah, a lot of really good ones that he did in the 60s and 70s. Almost they would be like on the do you guys remember the old velvet hangings that were painted on? They were like flags or something, and you
Right.
used to be able to get them like all the time, and like Spencer's or Hot
Like
Topic.
tapestries.
Yeah, they're like tapestry things.
Right.
Yeah, when I was
Still love
deployed
those.
to Turkey, I bought a whole bunch. You
Yeah.
know, I had like Panther with like a naked chick laying on it with a sword.
Nice.
You know, but it was like covering up most of her stuff, so it was pretty
Inside
cool.
of a van.
Yeah, like the old 70s,
Right.
you know, it had like the wizard on it and stuff.
Yeah.
The Viejo
Shagging
brothers.
wagons.
Yeah.
The vans are rocking.
All right. But yeah, let's whoop.
How do you know my family crest?
All right.
was
So
there.
now we got the relaunching Gargoyles again in a new series this summer. And I guess it's picking up where the old story, the spell is broken, they live again, and it's not even the first time. Dynamite Entertainment has been putting out comics based on the beloved animated series for years, but they're relaunching Gargoyles with a brand new series and number 1 this year.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Dynamite does franchise comics, like they release a franchise and do comics based on them. For the most part, they're hit or miss. Sometimes they have great stuff, sometimes they have woke stuff, sometimes they have terrible stuff. So we'll have to see what happens here, you know.
Right. Well, I mean, there's an interesting quote up there that you just went by, right there, where it says, you know, if you're a day one fan, Greg Weisman's got you. And I think that if they can hold true to that statement, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, if they make it so that you can get into it without necessarily having to go back and watch the whole original to even figure out what's going on.
Right.
Well, they bring that up too,
Yeah.
where it's a self-containing story. So everything you're going to need is going to be right there. You don't have to do a bunch of homework to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
right. Which
Yeah.
It can be a good thing and a bad thing, because if it might be easier if you already know everything for them to craft a better story, but
Correct.
because it's difficult to do that, like certain things where you have a prequel, but then your prequel is set before the actual main one, but the main one was years ago. And
Right.
what comes to mind is Red Dead Redemption, how they were able to mix that in, where they had a game that came out in 2011, and then they had another one that was before the one that happened before the one that came out in 2011 happened in 2018, but they were able to make it work with some very small, limited plot holes or questions that are like,
Right.
that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like you have to really look hard to find them in that. And I'm wondering if, if they have the good writers, they can do that with this too.
Right.
Although I think this is supposed to be after the show happened.
And it's the same dude who did the first one.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. See, that's always great.
Yeah. Yep. So it should be, I mean, it has the potential to be really good. And I'm going to choose to be optimistic about this one and say, I actually am going to put some faith behind this. It looks like it's going to be good.
This is the only concern right here.
Yeah, I know. There's a couple in there, but it's like, come on, man. The guy did Darkwing Duck.
He did Goof Troop?
Or no. I'm sorry. That's not what that's saying.
It says
This dude did some good stuff, though. I mean, he's got a pretty impressive, stack of stuff that he's done.
So from what I'm gathering is this story was a little more mature, I guess, like emotionally intelligent than like Goof Troop.
Right.
It lasted 3 seasons, all of the third and final season. The Goliath Chronicles is so uneven and hotly debated that some have a hard time calling it canon.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, this guy, so out of 3 seasons, he got 2 of them that were good. It's the same guy who did Kim Possible. You know what I mean? This is Weisman. Like, this guy's no joke. He's got some chops on him, I should say. He did Young Justice.
Which, I mean, the show went on a weird spin, but
he did Rebels too. So I mean,
well, I mean, the art was always on point. It wasn't his fault.
Right.
True. Ben 10.
Ben 10 is,
yeah, he
Ben
did Ben
10's
10.
good.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's got a couple good things under his belt.
Well, we'll see if
It's like one of those things, like when
prediction
you're watching
comes
like
true.
season 3 of Titans, and like Tim
Yeah.
Blake just starts like making out with the dude, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
I guess
Yeah.
we're doing this.
I'm done.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's got potential. The guy did Bionicle. You know, he's got some.
Oh, okay.
Right. The guy's got some stuff. So it could.
Bionicle wasn't that? Isn't that like a spinoff for like a toy thing?
It's like Legos and Constructs had a baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got GTA 6 coming out in November. I don't know how many people on the panel are actually excited about it or even care.
I'm good.
That it's coming out or even.
I wasn't excited by GTA 1 to 5.
It took too long.
I liked GTA 4. The story was pretty good. I actually bought my console just to play that.
Is that Vice City?
No, that was the Liberty City, I think.
Yeah, Liberty City.
It has the guy, Eastern European dude, and his cousin Roman that runs the car place. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. And then 5 came out. It was pretty good. Yet you swap between 3 characters, and then the online just blew up, and it was lots of fun. I played it a bunch. I did not spend thousands of dollars on.
I was gonna say that my buddy insists. He's like,
yeah, Nico Bellic. That was his name.
I was like,
thanks,
no.
Razorhead. yeah. They added stuff to it. They had bunkers and all this.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I mean there were so many hacks.
Right.
I mean I've seen ones where you can like play the game as like the Hulk.
Right.
And,
but they added content like with motion capture, acting, and all this stuff. And you could go to this island, and it was all these tropes like bank heists and CIA.
There's a reason that the
AI
game is still topical.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, because it's still the server is still active. There's still people messing around with it.
It has a lot. Okay, so GTA 6 has a lot of controversy because it supposedly costs like $2 billion to make. That's just a number that's floating out there, but I could see it because of how long it's been in development. Because GTA 5 came out in 2015, I think.
No, it came out in like 2011, dude.
Yeah, okay, so it's been over 10 years.
It's actually gone over like 3 consoles. Right. So it originally came out for like PS3. At the tail end.
Okay, so but anyway, there's a huge expectations for this game. There's massive,
and I'm also not gonna lie, the original preview to Tom Petty's Love is a Long Road is fucking awesome.
Yeah. You're talking about for GTA 6, right? When they dropped the first trailer.
No, the original.
So no one has seen any real gameplay at all yet.
No,
it's all coming out in it's all coming out in November. And it takes place in Leonardo, which is basically Florida. Modern day Florida. And it's a huge map, and you're supposed to be able to do all this stuff. And you can play as 2 characters, and you'll probably be able to swap between them at will for the most part. The 2 characters are on screen here. So it's a man and a woman. And it's going to be like a Bonnie and Clyde kind of thing. And if for you don't know, GTA is normally you play a criminal of some kind. You might be a Robin Hood type character, or you're just a criminal and making it through life or whatever. But anyway, the big contention with this is that the game is so big. I've heard talk that it's up to 300 gigabytes for the whole thing, which makes sense if it's super high tech and it's got AI and all this other stuff in it, right? And when I say AI, it's not like AI art or whatever. I'm talking about like the way the world works and people interact and they act like real people. They have a schedule, and if you go to someone's house at a certain time, they'll be sleeping or eating or whatever, and it'll all be happening all at the same time while you're driving around. So there's a lot of continuity. Anyway, so because it's so big, there's no point in really having 1 disc or even 5 discs because you can't put the game on it. And so what they've decided to do is not put discs out at all. So they're going to sell a box. You open it up and it has a code in it. And I've bought something like that before. I remember going to like Walmart or something. It was just like a card, like a cardboard thing on the sprue, and you like picked it off of there and you paid for it. And then you went home and put the code in.
You can fit like 25 to 200 terabytes on well, I guess it depends. I mean, well, why would a PlayStation have something that dense? I guess that makes sense.
Right. It's just for them. You're going to have to download. If you used a regular CD disc, right, not a super expensive one or some kind of SD card or something. If you just use a regular CD disc, which a lot of people who have, it's not coming out on PC either, by the way.
Right.
So it's only launching.
Well,
on PS.
regular consumer Blu-ray is 25 to 100 gigabytes.
Right.
You know?
So they've decided, for whatever reason, because of the size, not to put the disc in there. So a lot of retailers are like, well, why am I going to sell a box that has nothing in it? It's just a code.
Yeah,
yeah. There's been some pushback.
Right.
Yeah.
So they don't want to sell it because they're afraid people aren't going to buy it and they're going to have all this stock sitting on there. Because I guess the way it works is they have to buy it from the game company, then sell it to get their profit.
Right.
And so then they're sitting on like a whole bunch of empty boxes with codes in them.
Well, I guess for financial reasons, they'd have to ship it on like a flash drive or something, like a cheap SSD.
Yeah.
Plug into your PlayStation.
Right. They do all have that port because like the Xbox Series S, which is like the smaller, cheaper version, doesn't even have a disk drive. So, and they're talking about the newest version of the PlayStation 6. Well, it'll have a disk drive if you pay extra, and it'll be like $1,000 or something.
Oh, yeah. Sammy had to go.
Okay. The Parvo was acting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it looks like it.
Sammy's slowly morphing into a zombie now.
All right. I know what happened. We brought up that cucumber bug, and he was like, oh, I gotta go.
Oh, that reminds me. No, but is this going to be all online? Is a question.
Okay, so the single player, right, is just going to be with the two characters. You're not going to be able to play with like other people or anything like that. You might have to be connected to the internet in order for it to play. I'm not sure. I haven't read up on that.
Right.
Because there's really not a lot of information about it with a game coming out in November this big. They've already delayed it like 4 times.
Right.
I
think that's because of the pushback they got from the public.
Well,
they changed some shit. They're like, oh,
I think they did. It was going to be mad woke. It was going to have all kinds of stuff in it. And if they were like, it's going to have pride parades. Well, if you leave it like GTA 5, yeah, you know how that's going to go. People are going to destroy that.
Yeah.
And do whatever you want because that's part of the game is you have the freedom to do whatever. Like pick up hookers, take their money, and then off them and steal your money back.
Right.
After you've gotten their services. So that was like a thing that goes way back to the early 2000s. Anyway, so that leads into the big thing that Sony is supposedly getting rid in 2028. They're not going to sell physical media anymore. And that's a huge backlash on that. People are like, oh, they're all up in arms. So that might have been.
Well, the thing is, you gotta remember, Sony stopped selling physical media for Blu-rays and DVDs like a year or two ago too. This is in line with their policy.
Yeah, they're just going streaming.
The other big thing is that because it's GTA 6 and it's so anticipated and taken so long, and if it turns out to be as good as everybody says it is, it's going to be like one of the best games of like the century all so far. You know what I mean? And so they're talking about they're going to charge $80 for the base game, which has most of the stuff, but they have an enhanced version for $100 that has what is essentially a bunch of cut content, like stores, cosmetics, car shops. There's like missions that are extra missions that you will not be able to do if you don't spend the $100.
Right.
And this is not a collector's edition where you get like it kind of is like one, but it's not like an old school collector's edition where it used to be. Like if you like Fallout 76, if you bought the collector's edition, you got a helmet and a bag and all kinds of like knickknacks and stuff. You don't get any of that with this. You just get the game with all the extra stuff in it, which is cut content, because if it's in there now, it's not like it's DLC they're adding later.
Yeah.
This is stuff that's already in the game and they've just chosen to hold it back to charge you more for it.
Yeah, it's the Snyder cut.
Right, which is
That's
a lot
rip-off.
which people are mad about, but so many people that will pay that 100. Here's the thing though. Everyone's like, well, it's going to set the precedent, not the president, the precedent for other countries or companies to start saying, hey, I'm going to charge $100 too. Here's the thing though.
Right.
Most of the games out these days suck donkey dicks. So they're not going to be able to, like South of Midnight and the Veilguard. There's no way anybody's paying $100 for that crap. So it's not the same. It's like me getting a Lamborghini out and saying, hey, this car's $100 grand, and somebody driving up in like a, you know, a little
Like a Pinto.
Beetle. Yeah, like a Pinto, and be like, this one's 100,000 too. And
Yeah,
you're
right.
be like, no, dude, get the hell out of here. So that's my personal opinion, is that they can get away with charging $100 or whatever for this, and people will buy it. But all these other low, mid-tier quality games that suck, no one's going to pay that much for them.
Right.
And you're going to find out.
Right. Now, I'm not their audience. I haven't played the series past 3, I think. And I mean, $100 for a game is full on get off my lawn territory for me, dude. Like, there's no way. I would pay $50 for a really good game that I was excited about. And most of the time, I'll just wait for it to go on sale.
Well, here's why people are okay with it, because some people have played that GTA 5. See, here's the other thing too, is I think that they should have not done that. And what they should have done is the online is the one where they really went greedy, because people, you know, so I buy the game and I play the single player and I'm good with the story. Yay. But where they're really going to make their money is the online mode, because that's what really happened with GTA 5, because it gave them freedom to do all this stuff. And, microtransactions and whatever, and to shark cards and stuff. But so they're probably going to make all their money and then some, unless the game launches in terrible condition like Cyberpunk 2077 did.
Right.
The reason it launched like shit is because they tried to make it compatible with 6-year-old consoles, which they never should have done for a game that was supposed to be that groundbreaking. They're not doing that with this. You ain't playing this on a PS4.
Right.
You got to have, like, you know, a newer version or whatever.
Right.
Anyway, so here's the thing. I haven't seen any gameplay yet. I haven't seen any real ads. They're not hyping this. They're not pushing it. Maybe because they feel like they don't need to really advertise.
They don't need to.
You know?
They don't. I mean, it's literally a meme of things coming out before GTA 6.
Right.
Like, the advertising's there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Yeah.
So anyway, but that's the thing, is it's going to be, the big contention is that they're selling you a plastic case that you bust open, and instead of a CD or some other kind of storage device, it just have a little piece of paper with a code on it that you got to log in, go to the store in Sony or Xbox and put the code in anyway.
Right.
So
which means you got to pay for their online service to even do that.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I think you can get into the store without having live or whatever it is, but in order to play online, you have to have live anyway.
Right.
So I think you can still play the game, but you won't be able to do any of the like multiplayer that comes out later.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Well, hopefully it's one of those ones that you can play where you don't need an internet connection to play the single player.
I don't think that that's the case. I think you're going to have to be connected or check in or something.
Right.
Which is another thing that eventually, from what I've seen people talking about, is Xbox and PlayStation want to go to eventually to where you don't even have a console. You're just streaming live off their server. Stadia tried to do that.
Right.
Like where you had like a thing you plug in your TV or whatever and in your controller, and that was it. But the lag was just garbage, and it's going to be that way for at least another 30 years, if not more, unless they invent some new way to do Wi-Fi that's lagless without any latency, like bad latency. So yeah, so a lot of people are up in arms about this. Companies are like retailers are like, I'm not even going to, sell your stuff, because what's the point?
Right.
It's just clogging up our inventory. And most people are not going to go buy that thing. I wouldn't. I just go to the store and electronically download it.
Right.
Now, people are saying, well, you don't actually own it. Well, you don't if you're just putting in the code. They can turn it off at any time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's the thing going on with that. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I got to... Stop screen sharing. Go to the next one. Okay, relaunching that. All right, let's see. Okay, let's do this one. Christopher Nolan's trailer gets massively ratioed, 3-1 in dislikes.
Shocking.
Yeah, there's part of me that was like, I want this to somehow, I don't know how he would do it, but somehow it was like massively good. Like, you know what I mean? Like somehow the story was not, it was like a complete, like bait and switch thing where you thought it was going to be this woke thing and it turned out to be like a
super based.
Yeah, super based, like
some interpretations of Barbie.
Yeah, or something like that, right? Where it's just like this, like somehow it's good. I don't think it's going to be either. I think it's going to be like the weirdest. It's going to make Zardoz like the best movie you've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And
I don't know, man. I think the problem with this movie is that it's already got bad press going because people are obviously going to be, feel a certain way about the castings. Now, but the problem is that they spent so much money on this movie. There's no way with that bad press that already exists that this is going to make its money back. Nolan's not a bad director. You know what I mean? This really could have been good. There's some good actors in here, but the negative shit around it already, it's already started. Like you can see the freaking ratios. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
There's no way they're going to make their money.
And so the people that have already seen it, like pre-screened it, said, "Oh, it's the best thing." But it's all the same talking points that you heard from every other movie that bombed. It's going to save lives and all this kind of stuff. And then it's all the same stuff. No one's coming out and being like, "Wow, that was such an unexpected twist." Or
so the whole saving lives, because we saw this with the Eternals was one where they made a big deal.
Yeah.
How many lives did that save?
I mean, they could barely save the planet in that, from what I understand.
I mean, the movie couldn't save itself from being a financial failure.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
And there's a lot of discourse on like X and other platforms where people are like, "Wait a second. There's not even any Greek actors in this, and it's set in Greece. Like, what are you doing?" And then, there's race swaps and whatever. Now, do we know what the actual characters that they're referring to look like back in the ancient times? By their descriptions? Not necessarily. Some we do, some we don't. But
by their heritage, yes.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue, I could see maybe there being like some, darker colored soldiers in the background or something, because maybe it's Mediterranean. They're trading
exactly.
I mean, network and all this, but
this is not like the complaints that came out for the Northmen, which is said in 10th century Norway.
Well, that's just like Moana doesn't have any white people in it,
right?
You know what I mean? So
and it kind of shouldn't.
Exactly.
No. Right. I mean, it does have Dwayne Johnson. It does have Dwayne Johnson in it. Fuck that guy.
Well, we was Greeks and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then you got the actors coming out and they're, not making anything better. And then you got people saying, well, it's a mythology. So it's kind of like 300, with like the armored rhinos and stuff. That wasn't obviously real. And I was like, okay, I might see a little bit of a point there. I mean, if it's got Cyclopses in it, then,
but I get you.
It's still, you have certain expectations for certain things.
Yes.
And, they're willing to change some stuff for certain things but they're not for others.
Right.
And,
boxes.
Right. Exactly. And especially with the new rules for anything being Oscar nominated, you got to have all this stuff in it, which is why you see shows like now that just have random people wandering around in the background that that like the Sheep Detective, if anybody saw that movie. It's like a little town in England. It had like every ethnicity in the world walking around in there. And okay, maybe they have a festival, whatever, but still that's why they're there. And it just doesn't look right. So
Right.
it's like you're just like, ah, man. Anyway, I don't know if the older I get, the less time I want to spend on movies that clearly weren't made for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yes.
So, or if people are saying, I don't know. So when it comes out, I have to see what other people say. And if it turns out that it's like some kind of weird sleeper, like allegory thing or whatever, then maybe I'll go see it. But
Right.
it took me a while to actually decide to go see Hail Mary, just because I was, you know what I mean? I had to really be sure it was a good movie before I spent money on it. And it was fine. It wasn't terrible.
Right. I'll say I'll probably wait until it's free to watch it because I've always loved this story. It's one of the stories that got me into liking the fantasy genre.
Right.
And it was one of the reasons why I have a lot of the hobbies that I have. Like this is really, it's been around in my life since I was in my single digits. Like this guy, you know, and it has the potential to be good, but it also has the potential to be complete dumpster fire. So I'm not going to probably pay for it before I watch it, but I'll probably watch it. And also a lot of the movies that fail or people say were bad are some of my favorite movies in the whole world. So I don't take other people's word for it. I want to go see what I think, you know?
Right. Also, I don't want to be the kind of person who's like, okay, so what I'm basing all of my like comments and decisions on are pattern recognition from the last 10 or 15 years.
Agreed.
It's not like it's not like this is the first movie that had any of this kind of stuff in it, and then you're like, oh, well, I think it's going to suck just because. No, I think it's going to suck because you see it time and time and time. You get burned over and over and over and over again. And you know, Ghostbusters 2016. Oh, I'll give that a chance. Nope, that was woke garbage. It sucked. And it's one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. What's this, Miss Sparkles? Smash or pass?
I'm going to pass on both of those.
Yeah,
Thanks.
exactly. Well, apparently they could smash each other.
Right.
The way it supposedly is, like they think it's going to work out.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so like I said, there are a lot of times where it'd be nice if the movie was like really good and it was like a big twist or something.
Right.
You know, like something, I don't know, like George Washington on like a Mustang comes driving out with American flags and rockets launching in the background, running over like the enemy and stuff. But
well, personally, I think this is going to flop harder than LeBron James. Like a crash and burn harder than the Japanese in Hawaii, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna flop harder than a FIFA World Cup. Yeah, guys flopping on that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Harder than a baby seal on Mallet Day.
Yeah. There it is.
Okay, let's look at this one. So no, not Mattress Firm or whatever. Heat 2 cast, Leonardo DiCaprio and Christian Bale. So
yeah,
I don't care.
Is this this is a sequel? It's not a remake. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's important. They're not trying to redo the masterpiece. They're making a sequel, which already sounds, if they're going to do anything with it, it sounds better that it's a sequel and not a remake or a reboot.
Right. I'll agree with that. And not a prequel. I hate it when they do that. Like the prequels, like you were saying earlier, it's really easy to mess up a story with a prequel.
It is.
I'm glad that they're going in the sequel direction. If
it is. And that's why I was surprised. But to me, Red Dead Redemption is probably the best game that has been made in a long time.
Right.
And it's really good. Is it perfect? 100%, you know, like a top 10? It is a 10, but it has a few minor flaws. But other than that, it's a perfect game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so DiCaprio will play Chris Shrelis, the second in command of the gang of thieves, previously played by. Okay, so they're actually taking over roles that have already been played by other characters. See, I'm not cool with that, really.
Well, Val's no longer with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
saying. And
yeah,
so,
yeah.
if they're recasting them, and I guess that's okay because Val Kilmer isn't around.
Right. I mean, it's better than doing like an AI. Like, you know what I mean? They've been doing that a lot lately, where they take dead actors and put an AI version of them in there.
I don't want that either.
Yeah.
Unless it's like they're on a comm screen, like in Star Trek or something, and it's like a 2-second thing, and then
Right. If it's tastefully done.
Right. And Adam Driver is apparently going to be in it.
Yeah.
Trying to be. So we'll have to see how this.
Man, he got screwed. That Adam Driver. He's always going to be connected mentally to those freaking terrible movies. Those Star Wars terrible movies.
Yeah.
He's not a bad actor.
That was a good movie.
What, 65?
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Okay, I think I heard of it. I don't think I've seen it.
That's where he goes way back in time, right?
Yeah.
With like 65 million years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a bunch of A-list actors would want to get down on this if it's going to be anywhere near as good as the original.
Yeah, and if you have Bale, DiCaprio, and him all in this same movie, other actors are going to be like, "Oh yeah."
Okay, supposedly Heat 2 began as a novel written by Mann as a follow-up to his 95 movie. A highly capable gang of robbers between.
Yep, may have to take my nerd card here. I don't think I've ever seen this movie, the first one.
You haven't seen Heat?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it.
You don't got to take your nerd card, but yeah, I can see. I mean, there are a lot of movies I have not seen that everyone is like, "What?"
Oh, you'll find out more about my nerd card when we get to the list.
All right. So any final thoughts on this? Could be good. Might get screwed up.
Got some good actors in it. Hopefully they get a good script.
The what are the Hunt for Red October was good. And then the next one, the one with Harrison Ford, those were good. So it could be good. I don't know.
I like Hunt for Red October.
Where I say yay or nay.
Well, we'll touch on this really quickly. Sony will end physical disc production for new games in 2028. So I don't tend to play like smaller games that are like, it's 20 gigs or whatever. Most of the games I play are, pretty big, like Battlefield and stuff like that. So they take up quite a bit of space. So most of the time when I would buy it physical, I would put the disc in, and it would want me to download 90% of the game anyway. So I just stopped buying physical because it was just taking up space. I had to download his shit anyhow.
Right.
I was running out of room in my house. So, and every time I moved, I had to lug all this stuff around.
Right.
And then once a game gets so old, usually you gotta, if it's not backwards compatible, that's it. You're screwed. Unless you want to hook up your old system, and if that breaks, then whatever. But so I don't think I bought physical in like 5 years, simply because of that. I'm not saying that I'm against physical at all. I think it should still be out there and whatever, but it's just, I personally haven't done it for those reasons.
Well, it's definitely more convenient in that aspect if you have an account that you can log into, like Steam. I mean, I have a lot of games on Steam.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And then also, I'm on Xbox, so I have the Game Pass, which when it first came out was really value. Now they jack the prices up, not so much. And it's also screwing them over because people aren't actually buying the games. They're just, and that subscription price had to keep going up to try to make up for the difference of sales they lost.
Right.
And these studios are now going under because they spent 10 years trying to make a game that didn't go nowhere with basically unlimited money. And a lot of it was like DEI, BlackRock, USAID money. That's all gone now. And now there's huge layoffs coming. And like the Xbox CEO came over from like generative AI company or something. And she's just like with a two-hander cleaning house. You guys haven't made jack shit in 8 years. See ya. This sucks. You guys are making this Avowed game and all this other crap. No, stop that shit and make Fallout, because that's what sells. And that's what people want. Not your passion project about some IP that no one gives a shit about.
Right.
I want to see GTA or Fallout 5. And it better have better graphics and not be on that goddamn old ass fucking engine that it's on. You know what I mean? Like step it up. And better not have the same bugs that Fallout 3 had. Like Fallout 4 and 76 did. Exactly the same bug.
Oh yikes, dude.
So yeah. Anyway.
Well, yeah, and you hit on something earlier that I think is going to be important too. The games that they put out need to come out working. Like that should be the bare minimum, dude. Make sure they function properly. But I honestly think that the GTA thing is the first like day or maybe even the first week is going to be really hard to play, because everybody and their mom is going to be putting stress on that server or the 800. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think the single player is all going to be mostly on your side of it. It's and if they're smart, they won't even activate the online play for like a month, so that people can play the single player and get used to the game and whatever, and then they'll go into that. But who knows what they'll do with that? There isn't a lot of information on it. But anyway, so the point is Sony is looking at the numbers and they're like, it just doesn't make sense to continue putting out physical discs, the cost of it and everything. And so they decided to go all digital. Now, this might be some kind of like behind this doors cabal cartel kind of thing where everybody wants to start doing it. So they're having like back channel meetings and whatever, kind of collectively coming to the decision with Xbox and others that, we're not going to do physical anymore because of the costs, and we have more control. They can ban you from stuff because you just can't load it onto your thing. They can alter the game if somebody's like, oh, that's racist. So they can change it. They can, change all the American flags to pride flags or something if they wanted. And there's nothing you can do about it. Whereas if you have the physical game, you put it in. I mean, as long as it's not a game that you have to connect to the internet, and it makes you download those changes anyway before you can play it, which is another thing, which is another reason why there's a lot of people that are like, I kind of see physical going this way. And eventually it's probably going to happen.
And I'd imagine it also has something to do with modding. They don't want people to mod their stuff because, you end up with naked fools running around or, Nazis or something. You know what I mean?
That is one aspect of it, but there are a lot of studios that live and die off of scumming off of the mods. So they let people mod it to fix their shit. And then they're like, oh, and then they officially adopt it as their own. Bethesda's really good at that with old Todd Howard. With all of their games, like look at Skyrim. It's been modded so much, but there's an actual Skyrim mod that you like, it's unplayable unless you download that mod first, and it fixes all the screw ups and makes the graphics better and everything. It basically optimizes the game. And so if you're a smart publisher, you encourage those mods. Now, the problem is then people want to, like you said, put Yahtzees in it and do all kinds of crazy stuff. But if you're a based company, you just don't care about that crap. And, and you let YouTube moderate that so other people don't see it instead of you, but who knows? You're never going to be able to stop everything anyway. But the point of this is that this is the way they look like they're going now. This has ignited a huge shitstorm on X that I've seen. There are so many people that are mad about it that Sony actually stayed off of X for like 5 days. They didn't post nothing. So that's how bad it was. They were probably like, oh shit. And sometimes, I mean, that's the best course of action is to like not do anything, because if you say, I'm sorry, then you know how it goes with the online mobs and stuff.
Yep.
So, but I think people are righteously outraged at that. But then again, if you're a game company that is looking to innovate and stay profitable and whatever, you got to look to the future. That was like, like Sears and Roebuck tried to stay brick and mortar, and look at what happened to them. So
Yeah.
instead of going Amazon or whatever, because they could have done it. There was, I guess there was a time where they had a chance to buy something that would have let them get in on the ground floor, and they decided not to do it. And that's what happened. So
Yeah.
you never know where this stuff's going to go, but right now
True.
people are not happy about it.
Well, change always does that. We'll see how this goes. I'm guessing that people are going to accept however it goes.
For the most part, yeah. Because
Right.
what choice do you really have?
Agreed.
Okay, let's see.
That's why I like my retro games. I can
All
just
right, let's
put in the thing and play it.
talk about this one. Now, I didn't even really know who Mr. Fantastic was or Mr. Terrific was
Same.
until the movie, Superman movie.
You would
get
know
rid
him
of this
if you watched Justice League Unlimited.
Why the fuck can't I get rid of this stuff? There's no button to press. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Now what's
And
it
you
doing?
got a new one.
Charles Schwab.
Oh, yeah.
No, go back.
Your own tomorrow, where you'll own nothing.
I don't want a 401k from them. No, I don't want to learn more. I want to get sexually harassed by by one of their hot CEOs.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, anyway, I'll just scroll down here. So I watched the Superman movie. He was pretty cool in it, but I don't know if I really.
The whole talk and jive though was a little over the top.
I mean, was he really?
Mm,
I didn't watch it. Like, I don't know.
it's okay. It's if you watched Justice League Unlimited, he is in that. He's a very serious character, very stoic.
Mm-hmm.
Not how he was depicted in the Superman film. The way he was depicted in the Superman film, he almost like he came like out of a 70s
Like
episode
movie.
like a Shaft.
Yeah,
Talking
Yeah.
like that.
gotcha. Okay,
So
interesting. That's an interesting direction to go.
It was a choice.
Yeah.
So this Alan Heinberg guy is actively developing it. He also did Wonder Woman, Young Avengers, and The Sandman.
Okay,
He's writing the pilot. It's
and
going to
that
be a
was-
TV show.
Right.
Now the Sandman was not a bad series on Netflix. There were some characters swapping and do whatnot, but it's but it's based off of Neil Gaiman, who is weird anyway. So
Right.
Now,
Does it say it's centering on Gorilla Grodd? It's an interesting decision.
again, that's definitely
No.
a choice.
that's
Yeah.
the Jimmy Olsen TV show.
Which again, okay, Jimmy Olsen and Gorilla Grodd. That's not where my first thought goes.
Yeah.
And what's the tagline? There's some kind of weird tagline that Gorilla Grodd has. He wants to make Grodd great again or something.
Make Grodd great again. Oh,
Yeah,
Right, dude.
something like that. Yep, that's been kind of floating around. I heard about. But it's fucking Jimmy Olsen. Like, does he have
Right.
superpowers that I don't know about?
No.
Apparently in the Superman film, he is a chick magnet.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be the
same actor?
Skylar Gizondo or whatever his name is.
I don't know.
Skylar is not going to work here anymore.
I got that. Brent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Not gonna
wonderful.
not going to be working.
Right.
um,
Well, apparently there's been a
uh,
couple different storylines in the comics where Jimmy Olsen had super strength, or flight, or shape-shifting, but he's primarily just
yeah, he was just like a
a dude.
freckled-faced redheaded
Right.
guy.
Right.
Also, the second season of animated Creature Commandos.
Uh,
Can't remember if people said that was good or not.
it's okay. It's very James Gunn.
Is that the one that
very
has
James-
the
The
Yahtzee
bride?
robot guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on the gun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the Mr. Terrific TV show, along with the Jimmy Olsen Gorilla Grodd TV
Here's
show.
the thing, right? So Mr. Terrific is an interesting character.
He
You could
is.
have like a 10 episode per season TV show about this character. He's kind of like another version of Batman in some ways, to keep it simple. And you could do that, like in a limited exposure with this character, have some crossovers, have other minor like background heroes and villains roll
Right.
in,
Mhm.
But the thing
He's
is,
not a lead character.
Mr. Terrific could be the greatest TV show since sliced bread. If the movies fail, it don't matter.
Right.
Mm.
I think that's gonna. All of this is gonna be moot when, especially like the weird Jimmy Olsen Gorilla Grodd Make Grodd Great Again TV show comes out.
Yeah.
And the thing is, again, a long time comic book here. There's a really interesting thing you could do with a Jimmy Olsen TV show, but you'd have to actually know the comics for it. Because Jimmy Olsen had a history in the 70s of having all these weird, different superpower of the week thing going on. And very creatively, they linked that to the New Gods in more recent DC. So they could turn that into an interesting 10-episode TV show. Not with Gorilla Grodd, with Jimmy having a weird, different superpower every week, having to solve a mission with it or something. And they're weird powers. They're not like Jimmy can fly one week and he's super strong next week. It's like Jimmy could do math really good one week, and next week Jimmy could count really. It's weird. It's weird superpowers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they could, but instead of taking a history of the comics, the creative geniuses made this before, and making something good, they all think. And Martin said this. They all think they're better writers than the original creators.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's a bad sign.
So Alan Heinberg is the one developing it. He's writing the pilot, and apparently, this character, Mr. Terrific, has appeared in the CW's Arrowverse.
Yeah, he was pretty decent over there.
Yeah, I don't remember him in there, although I
was,
stopped watching it like right around the time that that Supergirl and Arrow were like Yahtzees or something.
That was the alternate world.
Yeah, the alternate world, right? And I actually I thought that was the best versions of them because the suits look cool and they were kissing and stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Even though those shows tend to get worse as they got on, the crossovers always remained high quality. The
Mhm.
guy in charge of the crossovers was not the guy in charge of the regular TV shows.
Yeah, I liked what were those guys called? They had the spaceship and the time ship and flew around and
Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, the Legends of Tomorrow until Ray left, Brandon Routh. Then I stopped watching it after that. But I liked
Legends until it became a LGBTQ soap opera.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that was pretty early on when that happened.
I'm not trying to quibble here. I don't disagree with you. But early on, it was just a bunch of characters who were like that.
Right.
Eventually, it became everywhere in history they went. It was
Oh,
like-
right. Yeah. Yeah, but I liked like the one where they went back in time and saw Ray as a kid and he was playing like D&D and stuff. I was like, that was cool.
And the best probably TV superhero episode ever was in The Flash in like season 5 or 6. It was called Flash Time, where there was a nuclear bomb in Central City, and the speedsters had to solve it in flash time because in like 1 second the bomb was going to vaporize the city. So they had to remain at super speed and
The
think
whole
of a way
time.
to deal with the bomb.
Right. Okay.
And one by one they were falling off because not all of them could be as fast as the Flash.
Right. Because they couldn't maintain it for as long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the show was it wasn't bad. Like the first couple seasons of Arrow were really good.
First 5 solid,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, we'll see
Let
how
me
this
just-
goes, and if it'll even happen, because if Supergirl really does underperforms, who knows?
I don't think
What'll
they've hinted the word about underperformed. It's underperforming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's underperforming hard.
Yeah.
It just crossed 100 million
Really?
on like what, a 250
Yeah.
million budget.
Underperform hard to underperform with a vengeance.
Underperformer,
Right.
yeah.
Underperform with
Underperform
Electric
harder.
Boogaloo.
Yeah, electric,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right, so we got that one under our belt here, and then let's see, share screen.
Oh, this one, probably the one I've been anticipating the most.
What's that? If you have one on there.
10 forgotten sci-fi TV shows.
Oh, okay. I was going to kind of save that for the last part of the
Oh, I
show.
thought we were on the last one. I didn't know you.
No. We still got a few more to go. Let's do this
Okay.
one real quick. I know a lot of people probably don't care about it, but get the hell out of there. Gears of War E-Day reportedly close to $500 million development costs. Okay, so I don't know if anybody here has played Gears of War. I haven't
Played
played
the
all
first
of them,
one.
but I played like 3 of them, and it's pretty good. A lot of people didn't like 5. It was okay. I had fun playing with my friends and stuff.
Mm.
But actually, from what I've seen of this game, the trailer and whatever, it looks really good. They're sticking to lore. It's a prequel, right? So they fight this big war between countries, and then the war's only over for like a week, and then these bug guys come out of the ground. It's called E-Day, and the holes they come out are called E-holes. So, but it's got like, guns with chainsaws, and they're chainsawing dudes and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Insider said that it's been told Gears of War E-Day cost upward of $400 million, which he described as absolutely insane for Gears. But it looked good, and if they stick to the lore and they respect the lore, they're nowadays, if you respect the lore, that's considered fan service, which is weird. It's just, and it shouldn't be. But
Right.
But these are very popular characters, right? And if they do it right, they're going to make bank off of this. They're going to make their money back.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely got the name recognition to do so. If they follow through, it's possible.
What
Scroll
was
back
that?
up to the advertisement there. Look at those nice bags.
I was thinking that. I was like, Matt could use an apron.
Well, I don't have one. But I'm saying, you have
a
a
turtle bag. Yeah.
man, those are some nice. Sometimes, like the junk advertisements that you see, are like really good.
Oh yeah, it's not really like that when you get it, but
Like
yeah.
I was on X or whatever, those junk advertisements. I scrolled across one and was like, oh my god, I got to get these. And it was, those garden gnomes like David the Gnome and all that.
Yeah.
Someone 3D printed one of like a fake Godzilla eating them, and another one of like a fake robot crushing them. And they were little like 6-inch tall figurines. I got them and it was so cool. Like fake Godzilla stepping on one gnome while he eats another one.
What the hell is this at the bottom of the screen? I don't even know what this is. I know that's like
Some Masons.
Yeah, Masons or
Masons
whatever.
and shit.
Okay. Like these look like ribbon racks for like the Egyptian military or something. Anyway, so this is supposedly coming out. It's $500 million. What I'm gonna say is if it's a good game, it doesn't come out broken, they don't like do scummy monetization stuff with it. It's supposed to have up to 12-person PvP or like co-op where you're like doing waves and stuff. They'll have a PvP mode too. Yeah. But I think that 12-person wave thing sounds really cool. What they showed in the gameplay looked fucking awesome.
Yeah, because they'll just have their own version of zombies and let everybody go crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I played I got a lot of playtime with Gears 5 on the wave stuff.
Yeah.
And, it was a lot of fun playing with the friends and whatever. But it wasn't 12 people. That's a lot. So with they're using the power of the console and optimization of programming with AI, I think, to be able to make this work. So we'll see how good it is. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Could be
But
all right, man.
yeah,
I mean, it's
I'm-
kind of hard to get Gears of War wrong, you know.
Yeah, yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty hyped for it, and hopefully, you know, I don't think every game should be running around spending 400 million, but if it's the
No.
right franchise done correctly and you dump the right amount of effort into it, you can make your money back.
Right. Now, if you made a $200 million game and then you saw massive issues with it and had to start
Yeah.
over again, like, okay, that's more forgivable than setting out for. It's not like they set out for that amount of money. So
Right.
something had to have happened. Hopefully, the changes that they made at the end are the ones that are good, and they
Right.
make
Yeah,
it
but-
functional when it comes out first.
Remember, $400 million now gets you what $100 million did 10 years ago. You know,
Right. Yeah. Especially if your company is bloated with HR and all kinds of stuff it doesn't really need.
well, it's Microsoft.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So James Gunn took control of Supergirl after creative clash with director Craig Gillespie.
That explains it.
Wait, who is that girl in the picture?
Chaka? No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
That looks
She's-
nothing like Millie Alcock in Supergirl.
Right.
This girl actually has clean skin. Her eyes aren't like artificially like she hasn't slept in 17 years.
Yeah.
You know, her line is clean.
I
Yeah,
my
Her
biggest
hair looks like it's been washed sometime in the last.
That's the
days.
scene from Superman
Yeah.
where she's
Where's my
drunk.
dog?
oh right
Oh,
in the
well.
Superman movie. Okay.
Maybe Superman doesn't let her in the fortress if he's there, if she's dirty looking.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. My question was, does Supergirl, I remember Supergirl in the comics and the animation, she like combed her hair. You know what I mean?
Right.
It didn't
It's
always
always
look like
been
a
a-
rat's nest.
This
Well,
is
they
why
did
this-
that on purpose, supposedly for her arc,
Right.
right?
Well-
She just doesn't give a crap, and she's in her "I don't give a crap" mode, and then supposedly
right.
by the end it gets better. I don't know, man.
One of the things about Supergirl, since her inception, and it's carried through in almost every version of the character except this one, is she's supposed to be a positive self-image for girls. Look clean, look healthy, take care of yourself, that sort of thing.
Right.
Periodically they throw in the fashionista stuff, but like it's always been like a little girl. So I want to be healthy like Supergirl. I want like a drugged out used skank like Millie Alcock. Supergirl.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's how you cast Supergirl. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You put her in the Power Girl costume, and if she looks good in that, then you
Yep.
cast her as Supergirl.
Well, the two most recent Supergirls, Melissa Benoist and
Yeah,
Laura
I liked her.
Vander.
I thought she
That
was
show
real good.
sucked. That show sucked.
We're not talking about the show. We're talking about the actors.
Yeah, I just think she looked
I didn't like her.
in it.
I'm sorry.
You didn't like her?
Nope.
Wait,
Well,
which one? Who are we talking about now?
He doesn't like the CW Supergirl show.
Oh, okay. I thought she looks better than Millie Alcock.
Yeah, and also Laura Vandermeek or whatever from Smallville.
Smallville.
Yeah.
She looked the
The
best.
last two super. Actually, I'm struggling to think of a Supergirl other than this Millie Alcock presentation that wasn't attractive looking.
The
I have said it on this show numerous times. What they should have done is watch Batman and Superman Apocalypse, where Kara
Yes.
is in that, and find that.
right. Yes.
Right.
That was because that to me that's the best DC animation I think I've ever seen.
It was so good.
It was. I
Yeah.
watched it like 4 times. That's how good it
It
was.
was good. And I'll say that much.
It was better than anything the MCU put out. Animation.
Well, that's true. The thing is, when you read the source material for some of this stuff, and then like you see what you consider to be a subpar adaptation, even though it was a good movie, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
I just for the animation and the story quality was really good. And but yeah, you're right.
in
So
general, most of the DC animated stuff is better than most of the Marvel animated stuff.
Well, that was
that's true, right?
that's a given there. At least when Warner Brothers had Andrea Romano in charge of the casting.
Right. And then the MCU had better movies at that time.
Correct. Correct.
Right. It was kind of like opposite. So anyway, apparently they had a difference with Craig Gillespie, and so he took over. suffered through a difficult post-production process, eventually led to DC Studios to create its own competing cut of the movie. So
Yep.
now you got
The gun cut.
the Gunn cut, you got the Gillespie cut, you got the
Ultimate
DC
cut.
Studio cut.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's
I'm
go.
pretty sure they all suck since Millie Alcock looks the same in all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't it be crazy if one of them was like she looked good, had her hair cut and
Yeah.
combed, and
Yeah,
you know she wasn't wearing like a soiled leather jacket?
And it didn't help. It didn't help when the Millie opened her mouth.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
And that, I think, even drew more of the online hatred toward her, because she's actually a very competent actress.
Yeah. And it's not like she's ugly. They had to work to make this girl unattractive.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
Oh, they do that on purpose now.
yeah.
Even as much as I hate Rings of Crime, the actress who played Galadriel in real life is a decently attractive actress.
Yeah, you see regular pictures of her, and you're like, I don't understand how they went out of the way to make her look like a fucking rat.
Yeah. You know?
Like non-cheese or something.
Because
You know.
she has seen things that we have
That's
not
right.
seen.
It's the
Yeah,
storm
right.
within her, right?
There's a tempest.
A tempest.
So apparently the studio became increasingly involved, like more and more involved, which, so I've seen where there's like a lot of push. Oh, the studio gets too involved. But I've also heard enough stories of where a movie was really not going to be good unless the studios got involved. Usually like old school, like 70s Fox and that kind of stuff. Where they
this
came
is
in and was
interesting.
like, yeah,
Well, this is interesting because they mentioned, from what I'm gathering in this article, they talk about DC Studios and James Gunn as if they're separate entities. James Gunn is DC Studios. Him and Safran, they are DC Studios.
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is Gunn stepped in and did
Yes.
his own edit.
Yes.
Yeah. After a December test screening failed to deliver the results DC Studios hoped for, studio reportedly decided to take matters into its own hands and took charge of the post-production
Gunn
to
did.
make its own cut. Right. See, she doesn't look terrible here.
Yeah.
You know,
She's not a gross girl. They just made her like was already said. She looks like a used up skank.
the process includes
and
bringing
Millie-
writer Jeremy
And
Slater.
Millie, if you're listening, whatever PR team you have now, you fire
Fire
them
them right now.
and you hire the team that Brie Larson hired,
Yep.
and
Absolutely.
they will tell you to do one thing: shut up.
Shut up.
Yep.
They
And
have a whole bag of shut up with your name on it.
for people out there who might say, well, we're a bunch of
Absolutely.
misogynists or whatever, there is not a man among us on this show who does not love Sarah Connors in the first Terminator movies.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Right.
Indeed.
Or a Supergirl as a
Ripley.
character.
Right,
No, I mean in terms of a character who looked worn down and grungy.
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Right.
And Ripley,
Or Ripley, yeah.
Yeah.
Alien films.
What's making people mad about it is that it's making Supergirl look like shit. And she doesn't. She's not that character. That's not her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This is-
They're
Well,
trying
who
to
do
make
you
her-
put in there as a better version?
Oh, God.
You could keep her, just clean her up,
Yeah.
comb her fucking hair.
There's and
Had
again
to take a
and again
shower.
and
Yep.
again I don't know, but from once this film was announced that it was going to be in the works, and I know because I'm not a big comic book reader, but almost everyone the minute they heard Tom King, the red flags are going up like crazy.
Yep. He is
Okay,
a woke
so-
deconstructionist with his writing.
And apparently, James Gunn is a big fan of Tom King's work. So,
Oh,
So it also went through a bunch of different editing and stuff.
yeah.
He brought in Fred Raskin as longtime editor, who worked on all three Guardians movies. And that's the thing. The first Guardians movie was good, so you know that you can do it. I don't.
But
I
also
only watched
Cruella.
season 1 of Peacemaker. I thought it was okay. It was
I-
better
I-
than I thought it was going to be. I
never
thought it
watched
was going to be garbage, and it was, it was okay.
Now the Guardians films, the Guardians was great. Guardians 2, I couldn't stand that film, and I enjoyed the third one.
I kind of like the second one. It was okay,
Ugh.
and
It was too
all
many
right.
over the top jokes. It was just so over the top.
Is that the
Oh,
one where
yeah, yeah,
Batista
yeah.
was laughing the whole time?
Right, yeah.
No.
Because what happened was so you had the Guardians comedy, right? You didn't really ever see that in a movie up to that point, like in the MCU or anything.
Right.
And it comes out, and you're like, oh, this is fun and whimsical and whatever. And then they were like, oh, we need to lean into this as hard as possible. Next thing you know,
Thor.
you got Thor doing
Thor.
it. And,
Yeah. Then Taika Waititi happened.
yeah. Well, he always kind of had that humor anyway, because he did that show, that vampire show that was like
Glow in
all
the dark. Yeah.
yeah,
The
that
Glow in
one
the
was
Dark.
all that kind of comedy, and he brought that to it. And I think a lot of normies ate it up because they didn't know the character that well.
Mhm.
And
Oh, it ticked Waititi off when there were fan ads cutting out almost all of Korg's parts and almost all of the potty
Yeah.
humor. And he blew a gasket when he heard that.
right, yeah, because but so I think the MCU as a whole kind of really leaned into that whole thing, and they just overdid it. So anyway, he brought in the Fred Raskin guy, and before Raskin's involvement, Supergirl was being edited by Tatiana S. Regal, Gillespie's longtime collaborator, who worked with him on I, Tanya, and Cruella. Okay, well, I don't know. I didn't see either of those movies, so I don't know if. Wait, I, Tanya, is that the one about Tanya Harding?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
I did see that movie. I can't remember if the editing was like spectacular or not, but Cruella I never saw because I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, that's not a movie for me. Hey, look, that guy kind of looks like Superman.
Hey, is this Corn Sweat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What
Yep.
why did he look like such a
exactly.
dude? Look at him here. He looks like
Right.
a man here.
Yeah,
He looked like Clark Kent the entire time he was Superman.
yeah, that's the dude, and they did that to him in those movies.
Yeah. The way his lines were.
He wasn't the problem in that Superman movie.
No, he wasn't. I
No,
didn't
he was
think
not.
he was either.
I say to people, it was an enjoyable movie with bad writing.
By the way,
So-
how'd the suit turn out? I didn't watch that one.
It looked fine.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, it looked fine. And the biggest problem I had is people are trying to like control the anti-Superman clone with like control
Well-
panels and voice control.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dumb.
Just-
I'll give you the
I know
biggest-
that was in the comics and stuff, but still.
that's
Lex
really
Luthor is supposed to be a genius, right? His entire nefarious plot hinged on accidentally capturing Crypto.
Right.
Think
And
about
they
that.
used a fucking CGI dog the whole time.
Yeah.
Just use a
If he
real
doesn't
damn dog.
accidentally capture Crypto, Superman ruffle stomps Luthor's entire plot from beginning to end.
Right, exactly. Yep. It just wasn't. And then he had like all these like weird Gen Z employees working for him, and I was like, what the fuck? Where did you, I don't know. It was like they went and got an IT startup to like run his nefarious operation.
Well, that's right from the comic. Lex Luthor's anti-Superman command center was always testing Superman's capabilities and stuff.
Right,
I
but
really like that.
it had like 20-something-year-olds that are fresh out of college is what
But
it
then he
looked like.
didn't use any of that to defeat Superman. He had to
Yes.
use his accidentally captured dog to defeat Superman.
Right, exactly. Okay, let's talk about this one real quick, and then we can move on to the other one there. Okay, Citizen Vigilante.
Yeah, it's pissing people off.
Director explains film success and
Good for you.
convenient truth. So I was not like going to go out of my way to like pay to see it or anything or whatever. But then, like a Chad, Elon put it on X for free. So I was like, well, I might as well watch it then, especially because it was blowing up and it was such a huge like zeitgeist and stuff around it, and
Yeah.
people
Got
saying how
banned in
bad it
Germany.
was, and all this stuff.
That's
Well-
one of the reasons I will explain when you're done talking.
So so I decided to watch it because I didn't really want to see, you know, like a bunch of grape scenes and stuff. I'm not into that,
Right.
but those were not like very graphic. They got the point across. And then I watched it and I was like, okay, I see the message he's trying to put out. I think it was competently shot. The lighting was decent. You know what I mean? It wasn't all shaky cam stuff.
Good.
And for what it was, and Armie Hammer did a good job. And then there was a brothel scene, and people didn't really understand the brothel scene, but I understood it. I won't go into it here, but everything in the movie was showing that everything had to be in a place for him, and that he was a man of his word. And he wasn't just randomly walking around popping people either. There was a method to what he was doing.
Right.
And also, he didn't just decide to go do this stuff on his own. He would go see the victims and ask if they thought they got justice. It was only after they said no that he went and did stuff. So, but obviously, you know, it created a giant firestorm, and I asked a lot of questions and discourse and all kinds of stuff, and you know, sides were drawn very quickly. Anyway,
You know.
So, if you guys have never heard of You a Bowl,
He's
I
dropped
was-
some stinkers, man.
he's famous or infamous for making bad adaptations of like video games and stuff like that.
Right.
He has one previously good movie called Postal. It's worth watching. However, the reason
based off the video game.
yeah,
Okay.
the reason it being banned in Germany is hilarious because he finances his movie a special way. He has an in with the German government for like the past 40 years, where they will give him grants to finance his films as long as every single about them, every actor, every production company, every place you film is in Germany. So he'll make a $50 million movie, essentially with massive grants from the German government. So it's like free money, right?
Right.
So this movie has been financed by the German government, but it's now banned in Germany.
Right.
I think it was shot in Zagreb or something. A lot of it was. I might be wrong, but that's what I heard. But so what the inconvenient truth is that the stuff that he was referring to in the movie is all real, right?
Right.
Not the guy going and like popping the whole family in the
Right.
in
Not the
house,
individual
right?
cases, but the ideas behind it.
Right. The things that were generating these problems is what is all real. And so it's very controversial.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they were worried that it was going to disproportionately affect people who aren't native.
right. Which is why, but his point is that this stuff is happening and he wanted to bring attention to it.
Right.
At least that's what I got from it. So I did see the movie. I thought it was competently made. It had some plot holes and some other things in it that were not that kind of didn't make sense or whatever, or it had a lot of long shots that went a little too long. He could have trimmed a bunch of it out. But the overall message is, I think there's a lot of people out there that feel that way about it, and because nothing is being done about it. And the message about the movie isn't just random violence. It's about justice being served correctly. It's about the judicial system not enforcing laws that they should be, to the extent that they should be, and about governments that are making a two-tier kind of system where they look the other way for one thing, but not the other.
Well, the truth of this movie, though, is that we're seeing a lot of vigilantes in Europe now. reacting to these guys.
Ireland?
Like,
In Ireland? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
well, I mean, remember when that dude was touching himself at the beach? Like 6 feet, beat the crap out of him for like 10 minutes, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I saw that one.
Yeah, and I mean, I personally don't think that, you know, that they should be going door to door, just ejecting people out of there that had nothing to do with anything.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
But the governments need to, you know, get a handle on it, or those kinds of things are going to start happening.
You mean grow some balls?
Right.
Well, I mean, yeah.
They need to address it. They just can't be like, well, it's not happening.
Right. Yeah. The herd will adjust. If
Yeah.
the systems in place will not take care of the herd will self-regulate.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And when that happens, it is not pretty.
Right. Right.
Depending on which side you're on, it might be beautiful.
You know, I'm just saying. Yeah.
So anyway, it's a pretty contentious movie.
Well,
But
we had one of these. I mean, we had a contentious film not too long ago. Was The Sound of Freedom,
Yeah, absolutely.
which was a fantastic film. It's a film that everyone should. It's a film that everyone should watch. Is it a fun film to watch? No, it's not. But this shit is happening. So,
Well, there shouldn't have been anything controversial about that movie.
it should not
Right.
have been.
one of the to just go back a little bit real quick, one of the scenes from Citizen Vigilante is, so he inherited all these buildings, properties from his father. So the plot is like his father died and he went to Europe to, like, he's an American. He was in the army and he went to Europe to like tie up the loose ends with his father's estate. And he owns these buildings, right? And he's talking to his building manager and he's like, hey, how are the rents looking? And he's like, well, we've got 10% of the people are more than a month behind. And he's like, okay. And then he explains, he says, I have all these buildings and they make this much money. If I have 10% of the people not paying me, right, then that's 4 million like euros I'm not getting. But I still have to upkeep the buildings because he's walking around taking pictures of like the deteriorating buildings. And he's like, these guys aren't paying their rent. I can't upkeep these buildings. So then he asked the guy, hey, how far behind are they? He's like, all right, give them another month and then we'll start the process to evict them. And he's like, well, with the government and squatters' rights and all this stuff, it could take up to 7 months. So he's like, basically they get to live for free and steal from me for 7 months. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, all right, give him a month and then I'll have my people go take care of it. So,
Right.
but his point is that you have all this stuff and then, again, it's more of that idea, his feeling that there's no justice, that people get to rob from you and not follow the rules. And a lot of it has to do with the government dragging their feet or putting obstacles in the way or not enforcing laws that are already on the books, which or being too lenient with and having like a 2-tier system. But I thought that was interesting. It wasn't just, he's not just some violent thug that's like running around eliminating people because he's like a criminal or something. Some people might say that he is, but he's more justice oriented. He's very important about things being fair. One of the things he does, he goes to a brothel. Okay, he's a brothel. He owns the building the brothel is in, but he also frequents the brothel. So he goes there and he's with this girl, and he's like, how much? And she's like, it's like $100 or whatever. And then if you want to do some extra positions, it's another $30. So he's like, okay. So they get in there, they're doing it, and he notices some mold on the wall. So he stops what he's doing and he says, hey, when you have the clients take a shower, do you open the window? And they're like, no. And he's like, well, that's why this mold's in here. It's a health hazard. Tell the landlord or tell the building guy so he can get it fixed. And then he goes back to doing it with her. And then he does this other position, right? And she enjoyed it because, he's Army Hammer and he's all cut. And she was like, okay, well, thanks. And he's like, no. I had an extra position. Here's the extra $30. The whole point of that scene was to show that he pays his debts and he keeps track of all that stuff in his head, like everything, if the building's in proper condition or not, and people doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
So that was the point of the scene, and also probably to just have some TNA in there for people, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it's always nice. Yeah. I mean, come on.
So anyway, so now to finish up, we have 10 forgotten sci-fi shows that are perfect from the start to finish. Now, I have never heard of UFO. 1970 to 71. So it wasn't on very long.
Yeah.
Only
I've
lasted
never
one
heard.
season. It was a British science fiction show. It was made by the Andersons, Jerry and his wife Sylvia or whatever. They did like the Superman Nation, like Captain Scarlet and all that. Eventually, they also did Space 1999, which was kind of a loose sequel to this, which is down further in the list.
It is.
It came out around the late 60s, one season. Visually, it's like all these sci-fi shows back then had like, what's the vision of the future, right? So
Right.
there's a lot of sort of visual color contrast and things like that. The plotting is fairly good if you watch the episodes in the created order. Otherwise, it gets a little confusing. Essentially, it's about a covert intelligence agency that the governments of the world formed to fight against a mysterious secret UFO invasion.
Okay.
It's good. I'm not gonna say it's not great, but
So it's
good.
like XCOM.
Yeah, there's been like Dark Skies was kind of a sequel type show, like a X-Files. You know, this was an early version of that type of show.
Yeah. Okay. It's cool. It looks like they got like a 1970s stereo back there.
If you know what late 60s Doctor Who was like and early 70s,
Yeah, right. Yep.
visually and thematically it fits in the same.
Well, I'd let her be my companion.
Oh, this show is filled with sci-fi babes.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we've got Space 1999, which is by the same people, correct?
Yep. Now,
Okay.
this was originally intended to be a sequel to, UFO takes place literally in like the 70s or whatever.
It says 1980, futuristic 1980.
Yeah, something like that. This would have been like 20 years later when an accident on the moon, because for some reason we dumped all of our nuclear waste on the moon, it exploded in such a way with such powerful force that it knocked the moon out of the Earth's orbit at FTL velocities. Crazy.
Oh.
Turned out there was going to be a reason for that based on aliens or something. It lasted 2 seasons. They changed it up for the second season, like a lot of late 70s sci-fi, like Buck Rogers did, for example. It starred Martin Landau and Barbara, husband and wife. They left Mission Impossible to be the leads on this show. The chick on the left, she's in the second season. She's a shapeshifter. It has really cool. I had all the toys for the show. It has really cool. The Eagles, they're really cool ships. Actually, quasi-realistic in how you might have something functioning in space. If you go look up the toys for this, they're like really cool looking.
I think I remember seeing like the intro to this show because it's got like a ship with 4 legs that lands or whatever.
Yeah, that's the Eagle.
Yeah. And then this guy looks like he was in a bunch of 80s movies or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically, there's a militarized moon base, which is the center of action.
Yeah, Moonbase Alpha.
It looks a little bit like Gutenberg.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, then
And
we
it's
got
a harder sci-fi show than a lot of other stuff was in this era.
so it's hard science.
Harder, not just a little bit of humor.
Yeah, I
one
mean, if
episode that are lighter hearted.
Well,
But
you got to
if
shape
there's-
so.
If there's massive bodies moving FTL, then it's not real science. So it's close, I'd
Well-
imagine, right?
Well, I forgot the scientist who said he's also a science fiction author. You're going to have science fiction, either causality, the speed of light, or something else. One of the three has to be fictionalized in order for any science fiction to work. So,
Right. Okay. So next we got Doom Watch, 1970 to 72. It looks like a British show.
this was decent. Am I the only person who watched British science fiction?
The Doctor Who.
Yeah, this was decent. Again, in the line of the serious British science fiction of the time. I'm not saying like, if you don't feel like it, you don't have to hunt this one down. But if you're interested in this sort of like a science fiction organization investigates natural disasters and stuff like that, this is a decent show.
So basically, they're like a bunch of scientists or something that get together to try to, like, while other like companies, governments, and
Yeah, and then there were criminal
Corporations
organizations that are trying to exploit like natural disasters and
right.
There was
Right.
a Canadian show, which some of you might have seen, called Regenesis from the 90s, which had a similar concept.
Okay. We got Omnisentient from
This-
2020.
Personally, I thought this sucked.
It's 2020, so it probably did.
And they've got it on the list of perfect from start to finish.
I'm saying is set in a city where every citizen is monitored by an insect-like drone operated by the Omniscience. Now it's just your phone in your pocket.
Right.
Designed to prevent crime before it happens. These machines track behavior around the clock to help create a society where human judgment has been replaced by algorithmic certainty. Yeah, your phone in your pocket. That certainty is put to test through Nina P. Exoto, the program trainee whose world is shattered when she finds her father dead from an apparent gunshot wound. Despite the evidence, the drone assigned to him reports that no crime occurred. Authorities quickly close in. So was it like woke, or it just had a bunch of plot holes or something? Or
I just thought it was slow and boring and
Okay.
more a little pretentious.
all right, what the fuck? Okay, here we go. We got 2002 Firefly. Only had 13 episodes.
Love the show.
Yep, show's awesome.
Yeah. Lose my nerd card. Never saw a
Great
single
show.
episode.
What?
Yeah.
You have to
Hey,
watch.
look at my picture, man. I'm admitting it full on. I've literally watched maybe one episode of these shows combined on this list.
You have to watch it in the intended order.
Yes, you have to watch intended order. Jacob, do you got to go?
Yeah, I gotta head out.
All right. Well, we're only going to go for a little bit more. We'll be done with this pretty soon. But
All right,
thanks, Jacob.
I can
What do you
wait.
got?
I can wait.
Can you wait? Okay.
Yeah, I can wait.
Just go. What do you got coming up? You got your show on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Tuesday is what is it? For a few dollars more.
Yeah, for a few dollars more.
Nice.
With Clint Eastwood. Yeah, we're going to go over that.
I won't
That'll be a
forget
lot of
this
fun.
time, Jacob.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'll be on with early. I'll be on with Pops.
Nice.
Love
Then
that dude.
that afternoon I'll be on with Potato and then that crew, and we'll be talking about Project Hail Mary.
Okay,
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
And then Monday I'll be on with Goat.
Nice.
Okay,
cool.
good.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, just, hang out as long as you want. And then, we should be through this pretty quick.
All
And
right.
if not, then you can just say later and bounce. But anyway, this is a great show.
This is a fantastic show.
The chemistry between the cast was
Is
amazing.
wonderful. Yes.
It's absolutely
Really good show.
awesome. Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, the Moreno.
Yeah, I
Make
love
sure
her,
you
dude.
find the right watch order because it's
Yeah,
different anywhere you watch it.
Right.
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 It's still a good show, even if you watch it out of order.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's like Space Cowboys kind of.
Mm.
Nathan
It's really-
Fillion is awesome in it.
It is a Western in space.
Yes.
Nice. So it's like live action Cowboy Bebop.
Kind of.
Yeah,
but a
kind
little
of.
better. Only these are
It's-
Oh no, I don't mean the show, the terrible. Or I
It's
just
got
Right. These are
good
smugglers.
humor. It's got
Right.
good humor. It's got good action. He does Mal, the main character, does a lot of cool stuff. Like
right.
some guy's monologuing, you just shoot some.
right.
Yeah.
I like all three of those actors right there that
Yeah.
were in that picture.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
Yeah, she
Firefly
was really
probably
good.
has one of the best ensemble casts of all time.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, their
And-
chemistry is amazing.
and
Oh,
and
I like him
Whedon used a lot of these actors in Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Mhm.
Dollhouse, Angel. So
Right.
he had like a core group of actors that he worked with.
nice.
So there's a show called Bodies based
This
on the
is
DC Vertigo graphic novel. The same body spans 4 timelines and follows 4 detectives. Is this the one where one of the detectives is like some weird trans, like tiny
This was
person?
a not good comic book adapted into a not good series.
Yeah, I
They
think I
got
might have
these on here and Dark's not on here.
from 1890 to it's a 2053 one. It's where they're like really weird looking androgynous person.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Then you got The Outer Limits, 95 to 2002. I think I've seen maybe one episode of this.
So
Yeah. I didn't.
they did this revisal. It's fairly decent. I own all of it. I've seen most of it. I've seen all of it. But I remember most of it. It obviously not as good as the original run. There's also a Twilight Zone reboot in this time period,
Right.
which is better than the Outer Limits.
Right.
Not a reboot, a continuation. you
Right,
know?
right.
And
right.
this is
All
the
don't
show
have-
that I think I've seen one episode of.
Yeah.
Because
And
the
it's-
older one was good.
So this is basically just a different story every episode.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
more
right.
episodes of the Outer Limits from the 60s.
Right, right.
Didn't see it.
Continuum. 2012 to 2015. She's kind of hot.
I really wanted to like that show so much, and it just would have good episodes and then bad episodes. You know,
The actress is Scarlett from the first G.I. Joe film.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
she's from 2077, was
Mhm.
unexpectedly transported to present day Vancouver.
Oh,
Um,
talk about bad luck.
Right?
well, present day 2012. So who knows
Right.
if it was a homeless hellscape
Right.
at that point. While Liber 8's extremist methods are difficult to defend, the group also blurs the line between heroes and villains. I don't know what they're talking. The terrorist group Liber 8, oh, okay, makes the journey with her. It's like 12 monkeys or something.
Right.
Kind of.
Using
like
biometrics failing to exert
Reverse
control.
Demolition Man.
Yeah. Okay. Babylon 5. This is a true statement. This is a start to finish good show.
I will turn in my nerd card for this one. I've never seen any
Yep.
episode of this.
I love this
You
show.
got to.
It's probably my top 5.
It's so good. The writing is so good that you can forgive some of like the early 90s like set dressing
Yeah.
and stuff.
Mm,
Because they just didn't have the budget or the
technology.
It might have the best cast for a sci-fi TV show of all time.
right. Unfortunately, most of them are dead now.
Jacob and his team are
Yeah.
reviewing it every 2 weeks or so.
Not this week, but the week after. We're doing the
Yeah.
first real. So we went over the pilot episode that actually got the show on the air, and now we're going to do the first episode of season 1
Nice.
coming up.
First two.
First 2, right? And so tune in for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. This is a really good show. Whoop, not that one. God damn it! Why is it jumping around? This one, Babylon 5. And here's the thing: when the guy wrote it, right? It was he wrote it as a 5-year thing. He wasn't like Star Trek, where it's going to be like, oh well, we'll just come up with something new every episode until we get canceled. It's like it's going to run for 5 years as a start to finish. I know what's going to happen in between for the most part. While you're doing the episode,
it contains story.
Right.
Good.
It's a contained story. While you're doing episodes, an actor might be able to interject and say, well, wouldn't my character do this better? And you're like, yeah, go with it, or whatever. And that's what makes the show great. But the actual, it's all plotted out. It isn't like an MCU movie where they're like, well, we don't have the script yet, but we'll just start shooting stuff and then wonder why the movie cost $500 million after 5, rewrites, and it's a mess.
For an American sci-fi TV show, this is one of the earliest long-term plotted ones. In British TV, obviously, like Doctor Who has had season-long plots before, and even back through the 70s and 60s and all that.
What the fuck is going on?
In a lot of ways, Babylon 5 is the template for what we think of as
Dollhouse. This was this. I tried to watch this show because I like Elijah Dushku, but I could not get past episode 2. This show was a mess.
So do they?
Yeah.
Do they voluntarily go in there, or are they like grabbed off the street and mind wiped, and then maybe sex toys?
I only was able to watch it all of it once, and some of it sometimes. It's one of those shows where some episodes are great and some are utterly horrible. Some of them were like doing prison time as dolls. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Others were, I think the one might have been a volunteer. Others were paid.
Wasn't there?
It's just a mess.
Wasn't there a movie? It had what's his name in it, where he was like people would play video games, but they would use real people and real guns, and then his wife was like in a dollhouse thing where she was like in a metaverse kind of world.
Oh, I know
the guy that would control her was like some big fat guy eating waffles with like syrup all over him and stuff, and making her do all kinds of effed up stuff, which is totally what would happen if you let people just do whatever they wanted, turn into a furry or whatever.
Well, basically, the premise was that corporations or rich people or government would hire these dolls. They'd be programmed with a personality and memories.
Yeah,
they would infiltrate, or some technically could hire them as sex dolls or whatever. But for them, they were really more like you're hiring a custom secret agent or something. You know,
Right.
Right. Okay.
It looks like
All right.
that's the last one.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the last one. Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe Dark didn't make that list. I was really disappointed in that. I
Well,
was hoping
we've
to have
seen
at
how
least one of
these
them I could talk about.
we see how these lists go. You know, sometimes they're not. Very
it's
good.
really it's that person's idea of the 10 forgotten sci-fi.
Yeah.
shows.
Right.
That's
Right.
Right.
I mean, I can do my own with like Dark Matter from the Sci-Fi Channel, incredible show. Blake Seven, how Blake Seven is not on that list because no one
Right.
really knows about it anymore. There's a
Right.
Canadian show called Travelers, which was great. You know, there was a 12 or 13 episode, not Sunken. Oh my God. It came out right around the time Continuum did too.
What was the space one? Space Above and Beyond or something?
Oh yeah, that was one
Yeah.
season, 1990s, with
Yeah.
Glenn something who worked on X-Files and Millennium.
Right.
It was
I'm gonna
single.
go ahead and head out, y'all.
Okay,
Hey,
Jacob.
take
have
care.
a
All right,
good one.
Jacob.
Yep.
Good seeing you, Jacob.
Yep.
Good work tonight, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Later,
thank-
Jacob. Good job. If you watch it in the intended order, it's really good. Has one of the best, thematically speaking, like dogfights you will ever see.
Mhm.
Nice.
When
I heard a lot of the same things come about from The Expanse. Was that worthy of
Expanse,
that?
The Expanse was really good up until they found the space portal, and then it kind of sucked.
I think they were planning on ending the series, and so didn't adequately write from there out. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's like 7 more books basically. You know.
What I
Right.
didn't like is
So they went
found-
full supernatural.
there was a lot of politics going on in the movie or in the show that were really good. They were like, and the science and how they did space combat was,
Yeah.
really cool. Then they found like this alien portal thing that could take you to another like galaxy, and they started trying to colonize it, and it screwed up the political dynamics between the three powers. There was Earth, Mars colony, which had broken away, and they were like super militaristic and had like the better tech, and then there were the rim,
The Belters.
the Belters.
Yeah.
What is it? What
Oh,
call
yeah,
their
yeah.
language? Their language was at a certain
Yeah.
way they talked.
If they had ended the TV show right when the Great Gateway opened up, they would have been fine.
Right.
You know, because it switched thematically from like space warfare to space science fiction exploration, and they didn't want to go in on all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was all hyped up for like the Space War stuff, right? Like the stakes were high, and the Belters were really cool. Like how they, like their faction and all their inner politics was good. They had really good characters, and like the first season when it had who was that? What's his name? Jane, the actor. He was like the detective from Mars, or no, from
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane. He was a detective from one of the moons of Jupiter. And there was like a murder and all this stuff, and then he goes to figure all this stuff out, and so it was like a murder mystery detective noir kind of thing, also with background of politics and space flight, and and the Earth, and then the Earth's president, the actress that played her was really good.
She was wonderful.
Yeah, it was really good show.
She's a Indian, I think.
Yes.
I thought she was Iranian, like of Iranian descent. Persian, whatever.
But
I think
we all know who we're talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
She's wonderful.
Shield, if they ever, because I heard the rights are out there, and I don't know, I almost don't want them to do it in the modern era, but if they ever adapt the Honor Harrington series, that's your space sci-fi series, filled with battle after battle, like space navies, the whole bit. That's what you're waiting for. If they ever, because supposedly there's an adaptation floating out there someday. But on the other hand, I hope they never do it because they'll ruin it in the modern era.
Right. But anyway, that was a great show. And it just kind of petered out. And that was like the Spider Noir that just came out. I watched like 3 episodes and just lost interest in it.
Hey, Jana.
Hey, what's up, Jana? How's it going?
Jenna.
What's up?
So anyway, it's probably time to wrap this up. We're a little over time.
Get a
here.
bougie on.
Iranian. She
Yeah,
is.
Iranian. Yeah.
Persian.
Yep. So we were talking about the lead actress who played the president of Earth in the Expanse TV show. Yeah. I can't remember her name, but
It's
Sure.
something Cavaldo or
right. The actress is Persian,
Phenomenal.
and so is the character as well.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, no.
Right. Right, eraser.
I looked it up. Shura Agdoshalu.
Right.
Yeah, she's great.
I
She's
looked
been
it
in a
up,
bunch of
Oh.
stuff, and
Yeah, she has an incredible voice
Yeah.
for that type of role.
Yes.
When she's dropping sarcasm and stuff.
plus
man.
the outfit she wore in the show, always on point, super elegant.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, I have to check some of these out because there's a couple on there that I've heard really good things about. And you guys reinforced a lot of it tonight, so I'm gonna have to go check some of it out.
Yeah,
I suppose I prefer my sci-fi to be low fantasy as opposed to high fantasy. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Star Wars. I've watched a bunch of Star Trek, but I was never like giant fans of either. Like, one of my favorite horror movies is Event Horizon or The Thing. You know what I mean? But I suppose I prefer them more grounded, I guess.
yeah. And Eraserhead's correct. She did do
Mhm.
she did a voice in Arcane, which was
Yes.
really good.
Which
Yeah.
season 1 is amazing.
Yeah.
Season 2 sucked.
Yeah, Silco, man. I loved his character. Everyone
Right?
Silco, and I was like, he's the best character in the whole damn show. He has depth, he has reason to be mad. He's, trying to look out for the low siders or whatever they were called.
Mhm.
Just his
And then-
methods might not be good.
The
Right.
transformation of Jinx.
Yep. Yeah, it was good. Okay, anyway, let's go around the thing. And so, Joker, what do you got coming up, sir?
Well, the world of professional wrestling has no off season. It's going all year round, and so are we. On Wednesday night is overbooked. I do regular content throughout the week, and then myself, Matt, Left Eye Ego, and Duke Devil 95, we meet up once a week and discuss what happened in the world of professional wrestling. And after major premium live events, a half hour after the show ends, Ego and myself go on live to do an initial gut reaction of what we thought of the show. I just passed 805 subs.
Nice.
So I need watch hours. So again, I have playlists. You can just put it on in the background, just turn the volume on low and go do your chores or go shopping or something and just let it run. Please. Thank you.
And that's on your channel.
Correct.
It should be in the description of the show. Let me double check here. It is. Yep, Joker Voice down there. YouTube at the Joker Voice. Yeah.
But
So
you
just
can watch all of our podcasts. They're awesome.
Yes.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. So yeah, pop in there and check those
Mr.
out.
Dempsey is the music of Wednesday night is
Right.
overbooked. as
That's
well.
right. That's right.
Awesome.
Something of a musician myself.
It's a team effort.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, Joker. All right. Shameless, exasperating Terminator Matt. What do you got coming up, sir?
I should be on Jacob's show this Tuesday with one of the Clint Eastwood movies. Obviously, Wednesday is overbooked. We talk about, pro wrestling, and as we build up for SummerSlam coming up in a few weeks. And then while we're on Roman's run here, when Roman's running and fleeing the homeless of California as they try to eat him, is Roman back next week, or are you still piloting Shield Wall?
No, he comes back. We should be doing Logan's Run next week.
Well, unless the homeless catch him, then
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then I should have some good medical news soon because
Yes.
Talking
Yes.
about-
Yes. Yes.
getting me into a wheelchair finally.
Awesome.
Which is the next step on getting out of bed and walking and getting out of this hospital and back in my own life. And you could see me on TV again. So,
Great.
Good.
That is great news.
Yeah, I love to hear that, man.
Yeah,
hopefully by this time next week, I'll be reporting that I'm in a wheelchair at least on a trial basis. Because then they got to order me one if the test one works.
Gotcha.
Right.
Well, I'll keep praying for you, my brother.
Thank
Yep.
you, my friend.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, thanks for coming on tonight, Matt. It's always great when you're on here. Lots of knowledge, and I mean, everyone brings something to the table. I'm half retarded, so I just bring retardation. But Matt has the.
And I got your other half covered, man.
Exactly. But yeah, somebody, like I was able to talk intelligently about the video games, right? Because that's like I know what I'm talking about. But Matt, he can talk intelligently about literally everything.
Right.
Joker knows wrestling and a lot of pop culture, and
Unless it's impossible to talk intelligently about it, like it's impossible to talk intelligently about the Mets because they're literally like the mole of the earth.
Yeah,
man, I got a Browns hat on, dude. Come on, man.
The only thing worse than the Mets is the Speed Force.
Speed Force. Yeah. So all right. And then Dempsey, what do you got coming up?
Well, I am currently in my writing phase.
Nada.
That's right. I am currently writing and trying to come up with some new things, working on some new techniques. There's a lot of new programs out here that are coming out with add-ons that are just blowing my mind. Like some of the stuff that DAWs are doing right now, it's mind-blowing. So I'm going to be going in and trying a bunch of new things, experiment, and come out with some stuff as soon as I can. But other than that, nothing. And I'll be back here next week for Logan's Run because there's some really cool stuff in that movie, and I can't wait to talk to my dudes about this. It's going to be a good time. You guys should show up. Go sub to the other panelists here because they all work hard to do good stuff. So thanks for having me on, and see you guys next week.
Except for me, I don't do anything.
The smooth, buttery voice.
That's right.
All right. So, and for me, I will be on Jacob Ironside's channel on Tuesday, 5 Pacific Standard Time. We'll be doing a few dollars more. Clint Eastwood, spaghetti Western, real classic, set the tone for a bunch of other Westerns. Really good. And then let's see, next week on this channel, Roman of the Empire's channel, we will be going over the 1975 movie Logan's Run, which it's a good movie. It's interesting. Now, some people might be like, hey, we need to bust out the Wolven meter because, but if we do, I still think it'll be on the high end of the Wolven meter. So also, it's got some chicks in it that are hot. So can't go wrong there.
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you for to the chat for being here tonight. What?
I was going to say, you better warn Roman about some of them slideshows.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah.
He's seen it before.
It's just that God bless the costume designer in that movie.
Boobs.
Yep. So thanks to the chat for being here. Everybody in the chat. It's
Hi,
really
Love
not a
It.
show. Hey, there's Love It.
Hey, love it.
I read that as pooped in. But sorry,
Right.
popped on here late. But wishing everyone a great weekend. Logan's Run is good film. Yes. Appreciate you popping in. But we're getting ready to end this because we're a little bit over. Anyway, let's see if I can find the button. Where is it? Media assets. All right, everybody have a good night and see you next time.
Toodles.